Yeah, just show us what stream sees in DC in the Discord though.
It's just the starting soon screen.
Because I'm gonna have the game up and then I'm gonna have the shit that they see.
Me too.
I love having two monitors.
Me too. What a great invention.
Oh yes, 100%.
Maybe I'll invest in a third.
Or a fourth, who knows?
Oh,
I used to have five.
God. What?
No reason to ever have 5 monitors. Just wanted them. I had one for Spotify, Discord, Streamlabs, and my game.
Working on my live stream. Start video transmission. This is the longest I've ever seen it do this.
Most of it, if not all of it.
Starting in 3 seconds, apparently. Welcome, everyone, to the final day of the quarterfinals of the fmell's Monthly Melee. I'm your host, fmell. I've got Ryan and Sly Spence here, and looks like today we got Meat Gang versus the Teddingtons. How you guys feeling?
Oh, that's a loaded question. Oh my God.
There's a lot going on with that one. All right, let me set up for this.
I mean, I'm feeling great. We got another banger of a match. We've seen a few 2-0s in the past few days, but that's fine because we got a map 3 in the first game of the tournament, I should say, and then 2 2-0s. So surely we're gonna get a map 3 tonight as well. I mean, both these teams, a 2 versus a 7 in the bracket. But we've also figured out that ranking means nothing. I mean, the 8 beat the 1, the 6 beat the 3. So who cares at this point? A 7 versus a 2. 2 being Meat Gang, 7 being the Teddingtons. And the winner of this, they're going to go on to play Squirtle Squad in that semifinal. Sly, what are you looking forward to tonight?
Oh, I'm looking forward to everything. I'm looking forward to seeing the ops come out again. I'm looking forward to seeing some random plays around every corner. You never know, especially with the first map like Haven, from what we've seen. The one map so far in this tournament that we haven't seen played, I'm very interested to see how these teams take on this map, considering it was first pick. It was the first map we're going to see tonight. Some great angles to play around, some great corners. And of course, with names like Meat Gang and the Teddingtons, we got the T3 and the MG. You can't really go wrong with names like this. I'm excited to see what's happening.
Oh, I could not agree more. And especially Haven. I mean, it's either a love it or you hate it type of map. So if you're picking it first, that means that you love it. And I mean, you got to assume that you have the most practice on it. It's your most comfortable map. And it could throw another team off. Like maybe they don't expect to play Haven so much. You know, they probably don't scrim it as much because who picks Haven in competitive Valorant? Like who does that? And
like you never
exactly. You do it to your advantage. And so I'm excited to see some sort of wacky situation come out here, some sort of comp that can really strive on Haven. I don't know, maybe a Reyna, maybe probably a Chamber, probably a Chamber, probably a
definitely see the Chambers. Might see some fades. Who knows? Some of those dome smokes, like always. You've got hard flashes, soft flashes. I'm excited to see how maybe one of these teams might put the Phoenix buffs into work, or see how they play around the new Astra. Like, I'm really excited to see what's going to come out of this first map, because Haven has always been a coin toss, whether looking at VCT or individual tournaments. It's been wild all the way through. So let's see what's going on here.
Yeah, and with 3 sites, I mean, it's so unpredictable. I mean, do you play someone in garage? Do you play someone on B? Do you play 2 on B? You could do so many things on the defensive side, and who knows? You still might not be prepared. So I'm really excited to see what they come out. So looking
100%.
at the team names here, the players on each team, you want to give a little introduction to our team there, T cubed, as we could call them.
Yeah, give me just 1 second here. Pull this up. So, for the boys over there on TQ, we actually don't have the assets over here ourselves.
That's okay. At least give a shout out to each one of the players. You know, they deserve their time in the spotlight. They deserve to be on the pedestal, no matter what. You know, win or lose. You know, this is the only chance that some of these players might get in this tournament to shine.
100%. Let me find this over here real quick. God, it's lost in the making. There it is. All right. Happening. We've got some teams picking their stuff already. So over here on the Teddingtons, I kind of want to take them off first. We have the Big Zo. We've got Hidden Rogue. I am the Casper, Chaos HD, and Maestro Beep. We've got a wide array of ranks and names going into this.
Yeah. And we see they're still just hovering right now on that defensive side. They haven't unlocked anything. But on the other side, I mean, Meat Gang, they have some surefire picks already. I mean, you got Wig on the Sova. Fakey's going over to the Jet. Classic pick there, Jet. Love to see Jet. ASO on that Chamber. Blue playing the Omen, which is an interesting choice.
I mean, I love Dome Smoke. You like seeing them run around the map, you know?
Yeah. And then Treehouse 7 up there. Hovering the breach right now.
Breach. This is interesting.
Yeah.
I've seen a whole lot of breach recently.
They're not locked in yet. And on the other side, we do have 5 lock-ins. I mean, the Teddingtons.
Select your
agent. I said they might play Arena, and they did.
There might be Arena that comes out.
Yeah.
Opting not to play the Chamber, though, we'll choose to play KJ. KJ, of course, with strong util, no matter the map, being able to lock down sites by herself. And the double Sentinel with Sage as well.
Yeah.
Very, 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 very locked down of a defensive comp, considering they are on that defensive side first.
Yeah. I mean, looking at this comp, you know they're defending first. You gotta expect they pick this comp to try to win 9-10 rounds on this defensive side. I mean, on a map like Haven, these defensive sides are crucial. There's 3 sites. Defense is so difficult when there's a 3rd extra site in there. So I mean, yeah, Killjoy can lock down a site. Sage with the walls. I mean, Brim, he can stall. He's got the smokes. Sky can stall using flashes, and Reyna can frag. That's the job of Reyna. So we're gonna hope to see some of that from.
Of course, you can't forget about the attacking side over here on Meat Gang with those of Treehouse 7, Blue, Azo, and 2 members from Y1, Fakey and Wig. So we've got a wide cast of roles over there as well. We have the Breach Sova on their initiators, Chamber, you know, the meta pick for their Sentinel, Dome Smokes on Omen, seeing him around the map, and Jet, the hardest entry you can get on the type of map like this.
Yeah, and it looks like they will be going up long first. They're going to be met by the Killjoy there on C. But hey, all 5 of them waiting just for these walls to come down. It's going to be interesting to see how this defending side reacts so quickly to, I mean, what's going to seemingly be a quick rush here up long. And there it comes.
Oh, yeah. Quite a wide spring on that C long. Already, Brim throwing down those smokes and setting up the stall utility with KJ.
So we're coming in.
Almost trade. We get some trade off the Treehouse. Another pick off on the T.
The trade's going in both directions here. So
the left and right, going down to a 1v2.
Yeah, that nade there at the end takes out Blue. Not too great. But ASO does have the spike. Might get out of there with the TP. Very smart play. But
still having one shot left on his trademark. Or not. Still having one shot left on his Headhunter.
Headhunter, yeah.
Seems like starting to catch on that he is indeed rotating.
Yeah, just one of those shots could be enough. Looks like still hanging out towards B.
Teleport's ready.
It's a side.
Going against 2 goes here with a classic and 1 Headhunter.
Spike planted.
Looks like T-Cube gonna slowly make their way. They have the numbers here, so they're comfortable to go together, and they're gonna take this duel.
Take that duel together and get the pick off. Going in the first round. E3
I mean,
going in
round.
1-0.
can't really burst down two people quickly, especially, I mean, you know the Chamber's last one, and while they might have the head under, you hope they can't spray that or transfer that one shot too quickly. So you go together, you take the angles at the same time. Great plays there by T-Cube to go up 1-0. Now they're going to get this forced by here second round.
100%. And what an explosive first round from Meat Gang, deciding to just, even on those pistols with less range, less firepower to use, taking up that C-long, using all the util, trading each other out and actually getting onto site. Sadly, being stomped out on defense and having to rotate off. Getting a very close situation there, but we'll see what happens this next round as we're playing a more defaulty sort of push from Meat Gang.
Yeah, Casper here with the Marshall. Ooh, sees a shoulder there. It's not gonna go down.
Does
very
confident though. Terrifying situation for Casper. Opts to use his heal.
Smart play. You don't want to be low health. So it's gonna be a slow push here, looking pretty, as you said, like defaulty, trying to maybe get through up mid here, try to attack B. Just a little bit
get
everywhere.
Some of that info off of their default, as we saw. Jiggle the C long to get that KJ turret. Sort of locked onto him, get that information, know that KJ is set up over there or towards garage, and that also caused CT to play over there. But Fakey getting an unlucky timing, getting shot right through the head with that Spectre, making it a 45.
Yeah, it looks like Meat just really playing slow here. You know, they're not too confident right now because of that first round 1 loss. So trying to just make the side of T3, you know, maybe make a few mistakes. Is a little bit of noise going through here. Sewers. They're gonna attack onto A.
There. Using that breach flash, trying to give them some space to work with, but getting counter flash by the sky.
Big Zo with one again.
Great effort from the Chamber and gets a kill there. Blue got one with a pistol, but Big Zo getting 3, taking it 2-0 for T3.
Yeah, that is the power of the arena. I mean, definitely not one of the more meta duelists in the game, but can definitely frag. And 3 kills there, second round, just has a Spectre. You have the opportunity to play aggro, especially when you know there's not much weapon on the other side. You can play aggro. You can grab those orbs after the kill. You can dismiss yourself, get into their face, maybe heal up, hide behind a corner. You can play super aggro in a position where aggro is perfect. Great play there by Big Zo.
And going into this next round, they are going up against rifles and 1 Spectre from the Chamber. However, even with these guns, they have to at least get one here. But Treehouse getting the pick before the smoke goes down. They can get a 4v5 for 3. Getting stalled out by this util though.
Yeah, great util. But Fake is already
taking it fast up garage. The other time getting caught on Wig and Blue.
Spike down.
Immediately evening the tides, 3v3.
Yeah, looks like no one wants to watch garage right now. That's all right.
1 enemy remaining.
Fakey 2 more.
Getting a late dash over there on CT. Chaos in a 1v2. Stinger only.
Yeah, and they know where the positioning is here. Treehouse most likely going to be able to find him out. Gets the headshot.
There we go. Treehouse picking up the left of that round to make it a 2-1. Meat Gang finally getting up on the board.
Yep, not a bad attack there at all. I mean, somehow, someway, Fakey gets through garage here unnoticed, which is insane, and gets a crucial pick on that brim that's holding on close. As Aso's actually going to go for the ultimate as well to do it to force. I mean, why not? You have the money.
Because of that lack of trip in garage, they had to sort of adapt to that playstyle now, and they are throwing the alarm button up in mid now. Or up in that garage to Vincent. Looks away from the peek in garage window, but picks it up anyway. Also getting one on Maestro.
Yeah, does not care. I mean, takes a little bit of damage, continues fragging. Great stuff there. The knives are going to be pulled by Fakey as well. So a lot investing into this 4th round here on the side of Meat Gang. Really want to tie it up. Really want to switch the momentum here after those first 2 rounds.
And as you see, they're trying to take some long space. However, they are going to pull onto short instead with the Sky Flash not seeing right here in the drone instead. As we're getting another one in mid. Fakey just barely being able to cross, deciding to opt back to dash back, play with his team a little bit more as we have breach scaling up long.
Yeah, a lot of util use there, and it looks like the rotate's going to be going around.
Teleport's ready.
Ace was up there and
they decided to fall off. Might get timinged out here by the KJ.
Oh, just terrible timing.
As the team pushes up and takes that C space.
Oh,
Knowing
yeah.
one's in garage now. Does not know that there's still an awesome bit in that room. But looks like it won't matter as Fakey does get the KJ in window, making it a 2v5 for T3.
Yeah, a lot of great rotations here on this attack for the side of Meat Gang. I mean, holding the angles, figuring out where the enemies are, getting a lot of intel. Good stuff there. As I mean, there's not much on the defense you can do here for T Cubed.
Slightly messed up one way.
It's we call those a two-way in the business. Fun fact.
Oh yeah.
2v1 here.
Give everybody a chance, but here we go. Three players on the live for Meat Gang, evening the score 2-2. Looking great on this rebuys.
Yeah, great stuff there. And I mean, that's crucial. You lose the first 2 rounds. You don't want momentum to go one way or another. Valorant, definitely not a momentum base game, but you can definitely feel it a lot. You know,
oh yeah.
You start steamrolling, rounds roll into the next, one after another. So it's great to get these 2 back off. But now on the other side, on this defense, you have this very defensive heavy comp. You got to make it work here. You really need some rounds back. You need to force the pressure on this offense. Maybe play a little slower. Maybe not take some crazy peaks here. As Fakey is going to follow that drone up long. They are doing some nice.
There we go. KJ playing the Marshall does get picked off. It looks like Alsa's trying to get that spray through the wall there. Not getting any of the tags on Brim, however.
They're already up C as well.
Fakey
Fakey
with the Sova drone. Have that whole base on C.
Oof.
Picking it up, and it's looking real clean right now from Meat Gang. 4 players still on the board with the breach rotating back from that A pick. Not only one in garage does get picked off by my
Last player
but
standing.
timing on the util. Really clean so far.
This is a save round here for the defense. So getting 2 picks there from Maestro, not too terrible. I mean, it's not exactly what you want, but I mean, kills are kills. You got to get what you can get, especially you take a gun away, make them use a little bit of their seemingly infinite money. But great plays there by Fakey, really using Wig and Fakey there using the drones to get up long, take C side, and get a few frags too. I mean, that's fundamental Valorant play, but hey, if you stick to the fundamentals, usually the wins keep rolling in.
Oh yeah, and considering the whole momentum is very key in Valorant, the game is not built around it, but the tides of momentum can shift instantly with things like ultimates and these abilities coming out. You can get util kills fairly often with well-timed and well-coordinated usage, and especially on we know things like Raze and KJ, and they all have these abilities that can get them plenty of kills. So even on those lighter buys, you're able to stall and take back the space. And as you can see here, already 2v5, brought down to a 2v4, and Jet having to pick up that pressure there for the KJ as awesome shot. Up into some aggro plays, does get the trade for Maestro, and 2-4 looking great for Meat Gang so far.
Yeah, Maestro's doing a lot of work in that garage area. Got 2 more picks that round, but it feels like that C is just wide open there. I mean, the Killjoy just doesn't seem like it's enough to hold down long and then through garage as well. And poor Maestro, I mean, the Sova drone's coming in, smokes are coming in, and still getting 2 picks. It's not bad. You just gotta maybe switch it up a little bit. Play that Killjoy. Looks like they're playing the Killjoy and A there. Make it a little more unpredictable, because putting the Killjoy turrets and the nades in the exact same spot every single round, it maybe works 1 or 2 times, but now 4 in a row here for this attacking side of Meat Gang.
And as you see here, going for a more A-leaning hit, and the KJ does rotate the sights though, trying to see if that holding the sight with 2 actual eyes rather than just KJ or util on C would be better. But it seems like it's not going to matter, as we have a KJ set up with her ult up on Heaven there, pulling them off of A. However, Fakey is stuck, doesn't have to be with it. It's 2! Looking beautiful there from Fakey still. Getting 2 off of that, but with one of the kills being nullified by the ult making it a 4v3 with a slight buy.
The Rolling Thunder comes in there. That's so much pressure.
Does miss too, though.
1 enemy remaining.
It's not going to be...
However, it doesn't matter. It's not going to be enough.
Maestro.
Maestro still getting 2, though. Looking great using those lighter buy weapons to get these kills. Trying to sway it back for their team. Going in 2-5.
Maestro's in those comms right now saying, guys, come on. Like, I'm getting 2 every round. At least someone get 1 or 2 more. Come on, guys. But, great work again. Another great execution, and then the Killjoy ult does come out, and everyone, I mean, I guess except for Fakey, knows they're on the side of Meeking. Just to slow it down, back off, take your time. Fakey gets 2 frags, dies for it. That's not too bad. That's a good trade. And everyone else just, let's reassess this. We'll just do another push in. We already have the spike down. It's on our side. So great stuff there from that offense. As easy op shot down. They're long. Maestro doing great.
Oh, 100%. I was getting word it seems like audio on stream is a little bit messed up, but it's fine.
This Maestro holding this long here. Fakey's going to make their way up to mid. There is a wall waiting for him. Trying to check to see if anything is on top of it. Doesn't look like it from their point of view. There's a Reyna hiding right behind it, though. Very, very scary.
Already being down a player, especially considering they peaked the C long, lost the fight. Being down a player in this situation is rough, as you do have to now recoup and have the hard hit or play for a pick in order to get that space back on the map.
Yeah, I mean, you do have the money to play maybe a little aggro, but I mean, you still want to get this right as Wig makes their way through sewers. And I mean, it's all about patience. You want to eke out the other team too. You want to get them worried. As some nades going through here, Fakey really cannot get up this sewer area. Takes a little bit of damage. Try to spray there, gets one. The Reyna goes down.
Fakey and Blue clearing up the site. I think the KT on a heaven, but this Grim Ult is going to deny them of that plant. Hold on for seconds. Having to get this plant down soon. Only 9 seconds left. He is getting quite a few picks. 3v1 now with this guy posted up on the wall. Catching one of the
One
card.
enemy remaining.
Getting 2.
Is it gonna be enough? 1v1 here.
Has plenty of utility to clear out the singles.
Yep, knows exactly where they are because of that flash there. Oh, cannot
picks at the ground, but misses the shot on the Omen. 6-2 looking beautiful for Meeking so far. Having those rifles and those options looking really stellar for Meeking.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Chaos doing some great work there. Just, I mean, maybe you want to see the ultimate come out if you really need the round. And in my opinion, you do need this round. I mean, it's 6-2. You've now got 6 in a row over to that attacker side, especially when you have this defensive sort of comp. You really need something going for you. And it's going to be another like half light buy here for the defense. You really need to start making plays because they're going to work their way up mid again. Put a nice wall there. Fakey gonna have to reload. They walk in. Another dash. They know that the stage is behind. Easy pickings there. Fakey goes right through. The spike already planted. It seems like Meeking know exactly what they're doing on Haven right now. A lot of funding towards mid. Another shot there from Yesa. Yeah. So clinical with
Fakey pushing out a garage to get that pick there.
One enemy remaining.
Doesn't know that Maestro is near garage here. However, picks it up anyway. Getting 3 kills that round. Break 7-2.
Yeah, I mean, again, another clinical attack there. Meeking, they just know what to do. Fakey leading the way, just incredible, not missing the shots, and working around their Sova, working around the op of ASO. Probably not the first one, probably the latter there. As 7-2 now. A full buy finally coming out here on both sides. Got 5 Vandals versus 2 Vandals, 2 Phantoms and an op. So let's see how it goes. It's Fakey again working this garage push, trying to find a headshot through the double doors. Not gonna quite find it as the smokes come down as well.
Oh yeah, and as we've seen with them on these rifles, they've proven to be really strong and able to take fights and whatnot without really missing too many of their shots. Fakey being very clean, very quick with these kills, and being able to pick a multiple in a round has really been helping turn the tides of that eco battle against T3. And as you see here, once again, Fakey pushing to the window and gets another one with that rifle. It's really amazing as they push into that C site here. Getting stalled a little bit by that Molly, however, still able to take the fights, still able to push in, and in fact does have another hold on C site.
Spike planted.
More
Last
timings there,
player
breaching
standing.
clean with another 2.
Flawless.
Incredible
And a
attack.
flawless victory from Meeking.
Wig and Fakey are just a dynamic duo right now, clearing every
looking
entrance
so
way to
good.
every site. I mean, you just follow that Sova drone in, and Fakey, how I mean, winning every single gun battle. I don't know if they've really lost one. I mean, other than getting traded out, I feel like that's the only time they've died. Just every single time. Already up at 16 kills in the first half here. Insane stuff there.
This is an amazing looking round by Fakey and Ozzo so far as well.
Absolutely. I mean, also hasn't missed on the off. It's a one-shot kill. But you gotta hit your shots. It's a risky game to play as they're gonna be pushed up C. Is again, Ozzo's all the way on C while the rest are going on A here, just so they can provide pressure in so many different areas. Fakey up into the site. Pull the knives. Yeah, unsuspecting there from the Reyna. So much damage going in. Fakey, another kill there with the rifle that time. Doesn't even need the knives. But they're gonna keep pushing in. They see this guy
off guard.
Oh my goodness.
Trying to get that dog out, however, does get caught and gets traded off by here. Here we go. Fakey does get picked off by the Stinger though. Running in, trying to get those, trying to get that KD up just a little bit more. But now the team knows where he is. Opting to sort of set up around that link, not let him push away. We have Wig just sort of running in, does get the trade off, but still getting cleaned up by Wig. 9-2 for me, gang.
I mean, Fakey's just not
round
missing.
In the half.
Sometimes when you're on an opposing team against a player like Fakey, you just can't. You just gotta think. You can't do anything about it. You just do your best. You know. It's sometimes there's just not.
It is looking beautiful so far.
You gotta hope maybe during the halftime they'll rethink it. You know, figure out a better way to get at this. But last round before swap, all force buys coming out from everyone here. This Asso's gonna use a tour de force down here. Down C long. Gonna even push up too. So aggro from, I mean, a chamber of all characters. This Fakey makes her way through garage again here.
Fakey already up on that C site on default. Beautiful dashes up. Beautiful, just cleaning up that space. But already having 3 players over the boards. See, God's getting cleaned up by Fakey with 3.
One enemy remaining.
Taken down.
Beautiful finish.
I mean, it's just so critical. I mean, Fakey gets through garage because of the smokes and the drone. And then Wig is sitting there in garage, so there's no chance Fakey gets shot in the back. I mean, covered at all angles, and the flashes come through. Fakey, easy pickings, gets 3 quick kills. Loses the life, but what does it even matter? You already got your 3. You're out of there. You got 1 for 2 of your other players. Great stuff there.
Already over 20 kills in this first half. Looking almost textbook with how this Jet is being played.
Yeah.
And being able to combo with their initiators. Util, it's looking really, really scary on the side of T3 now, as you have to get these rounds going with such a defensive comp.
Yeah, you gotta hope that you can at least imitate some sort. I mean, some sort of product. Oh, okay, so already with the headshot kill there onto Big Zo, and you can feel him sweating. You can feel this offense from Teddingtons really sweating here.
Also slowing down, but gets traded off by Maestro. In a 4v4 situation, all the team members starting to take a little bit of that chip damage, starting to see it happen. Fakey right now pushed up really heavy with Wig. And might try to trade through. Wig getting another one on that sky there, putting T3 in a sort of 2v4 situation. But with half the team being damaged already, they've had to land a couple body shots here. As we see one right there, with all 3 of the defense over on C, it's going to be a little rough for Maestro to get that space back.
Yeah, I mean, Maestro definitely doing a lot of deadlifting so far, but can they do it on such a uphill battle this time? Blue spots him out as well. That's a lot of information. They know they can start corner him into this mid area.
30 seconds left.
Hear the footsteps coming. Gonna let Wig get into that window. They will. What a headshot there from Maestro. Gonna make it up mid, but there's a body waiting for him. Treehouse has to get out of there. Just gonna make it around that corner.
Giving up sight for him to get the plant down. Unless he gets timing here by this Omen.
Yep.
And there we go. 2-11. Meat Gang already picking up yet another round on this defense.
Yeah,
Looking scary, folks.
You can only do so much. I mean, credit to every single player. Of course, Fakey does have 24 kills right now.
Yeah.
But every single player on the side of Migang is pulling their weight in some way. I mean, ASO just cannot miss on any of the sniper rifles. Wig is getting so much information through all of Sova's kit for sure. Treehouse flashes have been perfect so far from the breach, and Blue smokes are very, very important, and Blue hasn't missed a single one. So just a great all-around team effort, and Fakey's just rolling in the cash. Gets another one there down mid, and a little more damage as well. Doesn't mind peeking again. Gonna dash away. Doesn't get a kill there, but there's a lot coming at him. Is he gonna be able to stay? Cannot.
Also with those marshals there, trying to hold down that B side as best as they can. However, with Breach getting walled off over here, Treehouse kind of stuck on the other side of that wall now. But Meat Gang is all over the place. Their positionings now in this mid, and as you see, Wig is scaling up, trying to take back this space on B. Will he clear the right off of the blind? Yes, he will. Does get the kill on the Reyna, leaving it into a 1v3 and gets cleared out by Treehouse.
Out of
Beautiful.
Deploying drone.
One round left for Meat Gang to go.
I mean, Blue, the flash is perfect through the wall there. Just Big Zo, no chance. I mean, you can't even predict that coming all the way from A site. Great stuff. And now we're at match point. It's 12-2. I mean, do you believe in miracles? Because absolutely, T-Cubes are going to need one here to pull this one out.
T-Cube are going to need a lot of work, considering they're going up against one of the strongest duos I've seen so far. With such clean trading off of that util alone from Fakey, seeing him play off the Wig drone, play off breach stuns, Omen blind, all of this util has been really clean. However, it seems like they're predicting the 5-man push A.
Yeah.
Big Zo does get one.
They have 4 on A already. I don't know if they're going to predict
from Blue.
Yeah, that's a great position as Zo works her way back, it looks like. They don't want to test A here. Not a bad idea.
Posted him in mid, he might be able to hear some sort of footsteps if he pushes it back towards Garage.
And they are up 1, so they have a lot of room to work with. Looks like they are going to be able to get onto site here. There's one chamber to go after. It's going to take him out.
Getting blinded.
I mean, it's going to be an uphill battle, but this is a good way to start if you want to make the comeback. A 5v3 on C site as a Spike finally goes down.
There we go. Another attempted one way over there.
That one, maybe a little better.
Definitely interesting here. There we go. Blue teleporting over. Now with time ticking, they don't have the strongest of weapons, so we have 3 posted up for that post plant. However, Blue and Fakey left alive to build these trades off each other. I'll do the smoke off.
A lot of damage coming through. Fakey does get one.
Fakey getting one.
Has it at half, but is it going to be enough? It won't.
Go. That is a very important round there from T3. Needing to get around like that in order to start the momentum. However, using 3 of those guns in on a pie like this is going to be really, really difficult.
Yeah, I mean, you had 5 alive post-plant, and you only survived with 2. It's not exactly what you were going for. The money hurts. I mean, I guess at this point, who cares about money? Because you literally have to win every round to have a chance. But,
yep.
You know, it'd be nice to have the guns you want. As it looks like another...
Still having to have 2 of them on these SMGs here is rough, as you have to take those closer fights, especially on agents like KJ and Sky. However, Fakey does get the pick off on a long. It's that kill. Now having to go up against a Vandal, getting traded off immediately by Casper.
Might be just what they need. Fakey out of the round. Maybe got a little overconfident there. Maybe pushed up a little too far. But now it's back to 4v4. But a little damage there. I mean, Wig took a little bit of damage. So maybe an advantage over to the offensive side. As Garage looking good. Still just indecisiveness right now for the side of T-Cube. They looks like they're going to try to go over to C here, but they got to know that the chamber's waiting for them at the end of that hallway.
Oh, yeah. Considering he is up on that high elevation, they're going to have to adjust their crosshairs, and I don't even know if the dog will be able to see him. Doesn't clear on top of the box. Doesn't see him, though. Or not, as he gets one. isn't able to tell the rain time, but the shock dart picking up the trade instead. As we
30
can see,
seconds left.
util kills.
Yeah,
Maestro
I mean,
creeping up in that garage. Doesn't see the Sova.
Last
big
player
play
standing.
happening.
One
There's
enemy
Blue.
remaining.
Gets the trade.
On a
Spike
very
down,
difficult one,
attacker
having to
spawn.
commit to a site
Got
in
the
order to win this
spike.
round.
Has a little bit of a health
Looks like
advantage,
he
but
only has enough time to get to B.
10
does have the
seconds
ultimate
left.
online, so might be able to play a little more safe through that backside. And again,
Spike
to
planted.
be here, a close battle. 85 health to only 45 for Wig. It's gonna be who
Both
sees who
players
first.
are in a tight range. All about that crosshair placement and util usage here. Opting not to clear the back sight, however, will get him killed. Making it 4-12 for T3. And who knows, miracles may happen. Looking good so far.
I am a big T Cubed fan, the Teddingtons.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
What a name.
and above all else, I'm a big fan of great Valorant matches. So, hey, if we can see a comeback, I'd be happy. Now, Maestro doing pretty much everything in their power to pick up T Cubed by their bootstraps and take them in this tournament a little bit further. There's no one on A, and it looks like it might be an A hit here. Oh my gosh, 4 go through C long.
Opting to rush down C long on their light by.
Spike down.
They're all 3.
One enemy remaining.
4.
Oh,
Giving it
fakey.
left to Maestro. Fakey looking beautiful. Oh, does get picked up by Maestro. However, in another 1v3, Maestro last alive. Terrifying situation here. Chamber opting to show up in position, does get killed off.
Maestro, one at a
Really
time here.
Solo peeks, Maestro looking clean.
Can
Left
Treehouse
up the
do it here?
treehouse. Does he see the first time? Yes, he does.
Maestro!
And cleans it up. Maestro
Something
looking
you
beautiful.
just can't teach.
4K there. 5-12. E3.
Doing everything they can, Sly.
Oh,
Put the team on their
put
back.
the team on the back. Oh my, what an amazing first round. What, like, you can't go wrong with that anchor of a controller player. Watching your team fall. Oh, it might be down, but you're just that bit better. It's all
okay,
about what's
'cause
in the head.
He warmed up with aim lab. I mean, he was all there. Like, the headshots came.
Can't go wrong.
A little bit of a fight there with Wig in mid as ASO does not hit the off shot down long that time. A lot of damage. Rogue can't hit that Marshall shot either, as that's going to be a big Hunter's Fury coming through. Is it going to find a kill? Finds a lot
He's
of
going to
damage.
get a couple of tags, though. Feeling about 210 in total.
Not the worst at all, as Maestro looking to maybe get
Smoke's
themselves into that garage area. Maybe a fake smoke going down there to see. As he's trying to pick out Wig here. Knows that Sova is hiding somewhere near
I've got your
garage.
trail.
Those hunters
And there we
definitely
go. The Sky
gonna.
ult online. We're going to see how these hunters do.
Ooh, good flash there
Perfect
from
timing
Blue.
there.
They know that someone has to be hiding in those corners, but Wig taken out. Can't find the kill, and 2 go
Some
down.
big
T
Zo
open up.
Launching smoke.
Blue
Gonna
picking
find
up the
another
1.
thing. Spike's gonna go down here. Blue very, very hurt, but doesn't matter. Keeps on fighting there behind C. This Maestro
You
definitely
will
gonna just
not kill my
gonna try to
ally.
hide here. Has ultimate online and a res too. It's looking good here
Smoke's
for
down.
T Cubed. Ooh, but the Rolling Thunder. Got so much coming out here. It seems like Meat Gang wanna end it on this round.
But we slow up again.
Last
Maestro
player
still alive.
standing.
Keeping an ult up.
One enemy
And a
remaining.
1v1.
They know where he is though. Blue does not have the health. Maestro again with the clutch.
Maestro keeping it up 6-12.
God, can anyone do it like Maestro can? Teddingtons making this a battle. And I mean, it just shows you. I mean, it's a lot
climbing
more
up that
even of a
hill.
match. It's a lot more even of a match than you would think. That maybe both these teams just specialize in the offense here, or maybe both these teams don't really know how to play the defense. Either way, we're gonna get a timeout starting here. I mean,
And
Sly,
my.
you have to. Yeah, you're on a light buy again here on the defense side. Meat Gang, they're a little scared.
A little.
You
I
can
would
see it.
be. I'm on my back foot right here. I don't care how many rounds we're up. If we're going down 4 rounds in a row, I'm sweating a little. I'm wiping the sweat off my brow. I'm getting my composure back together. We have to get back in this round somehow. We're now on our light buy, as we can see. Meat Gang hopping so far, only picking up one Guardian and a light shield off Fakey, but we know how he can hit those heads. So we'll see what happens there. But so many rounds back to back on attack for Meat Gang. It's looking like it's starting to come back and bite them in the face again from T3, and T3 is looking beautiful with it so far. Like the trades, the Maestro, really living up to that name.
Oh yeah, orchestrating these attacks, these clutches every single time. You just gotta hope Maestro doesn't die first in any of these rounds. I think that's a big tell that this might be over. As a nice spam that did the double doors. They know Wig likes to hide in it. I mean, Sova definitely great at holding garage, definitely great at slowing down pushes through that mid area. Just hoping for a cheeky kill there. Not gonna find it.
And Fakey, as I said, hitting the head with that Guardian.
They gotta watch out because you got that chamber walking up C long as well. Seems very default. Maybe a little bit of an A push here as the bomb goes over there. As Maestro sits in spawn.
As Treehouse posted up with his deagle with the jump spots over there on short by blue. They're starting to get that information slowly, knowing that there is two there on that A long. Doesn't know Sage is there yet. Bomb still fully unknown, as Maestro is playing his alert game over in mid.
Ooh, Maestro cannot find the kill on Fakey in mid. And now it's a 5v3 and on a Thrifty. A Thrifty, do you think this map could be over, Sly?
6-13 Thrifty would be a wild way to end off map 1. But we'll see.
But he whiffs. He does not hit the shot. Gets out with the life. But Wig does not.
Just barely, but they pick up the kills again. 30 seconds left. Having to commit to a site soon.
left.
They might commit to that C long. Fakey does hear the noise, decides to creep into a garage right there, knowing that Trip hasn't gone off though.
Yeah, does have the Guardian, and again, a headshot is all that Fakey needs. Has the aim for it as well. Just needs to look at Zoe.
No, gets 2 body shots there from Big Zoe, being able to pick it back up. 3 players left for T3, and hey, who knows? They can pick it up just as much as Maestro can. So we'll see how they play this post plant here. But we've seen these two on post plant before. Treehouse and Blue have played out their utility really well together.
Flash is coming out. Just trying to really stall this push here.
One enemy
they're not really scared about losing these guns. As Zoe gets another there, and it looks like it's all over
beautiful.
for that.
Big Zoe and Chaos picking up that round just to sort of take some of that weight off of Maestro's back. Looking great, 7-12. D3 pulling back up.
I mean that hurts. That hurts a little bit on the side of Meeking, but now that round let them buy. I mean they all have rifles in some way. Looks like it's gonna be a Phantom for Blue, but everyone else is a Vandal. I mean I guess it's user preference.
100%.
And Fakey with a Vandal in their hands, that's dangerous, as they will be posted up on the A short as well. Yeah, look at that, 4 people at A short. Can Fakey pick them off? Maestro's gonna be stunned right off the bat.
They don't know that Fakey's crossed over. Will they clear the left? No, they don't, and there goes Maestro.
Can't even get
they
a
are
trade
rushing
there.
up short. Kato trying to get the trade off here.
It's gonna come through.
Fakey and Rogue trading shots. Trading
a little bit
blows
of
left
bad
and
timing
right
there.
here from B-Gang and T3. As Treehouse and Wig off to pick up that back site as Fakey starts creeping his way back up short, trying to take back that map space. Almost gets one, but gets traded off by Chaos.
Maybe a little overconfident there from Fakey. I know you're a great shot, but that's not an optimal fight to take, especially when you know a rotate's coming out. It's going to be the C push here.
As you see here, we see the adaptation. Instead of full rotating off of C, we have the chamber still posted up. Now commenting that there are Russian sites. Hazel getting one, but they do swing on the left. 3v3 situation again.
A little bit of time there. It's good to just get that kill. You get the trade before that spike goes down too. That wall not doing enough work. There's Blue breaks it, and no one detained. As Treehouse looks to hit this again. A 3v3 here. This could again be the final round of the map. Big So gonna go for a little bit of a cheeky peek. Gets 2 now. And but Wig's still alive, and Wig, we know they can frag. It's not gonna be it though.
8-12 on the side of T3. Yeah, this comeback is looking great so far. I mean, they've been getting these picks left and right. They've been making it look good. Really making it look clean.
I think one of the most important things about this comeback so far is that on the side of T-Cube, they're still making mistakes. Other players are picking up the slack and making the mistakes not so bad. So what Maestro dies first there, doesn't matter. You had Chaos
Big
pick
zone
off.
chaos.
Like, it's come, like, they're picking up where the others are leaving off. Now it's going to be another C
Here we go, another
push here.
4-man C push with the anchor chamber on B. Not going to the right, though.
Ooh,
Last player
clinical
standing.
for Maestro.
The
Gets
whole
two.
team falls
Down, C.
apart.
And hey, so what are you gonna do here? Not much to work with down in this mid area. I mean, it seemed like they knew it was coming. I mean, you had the light by, you knew the knives were being pulled there. That's an
planted.
adaptation. Last time a situation like that happened, ASO gets one. Last time a situation like that happened, they
They
rushed
found my
C
trap.
with their ultimates and got a few cheeky kills. This time, they were ready. Great work there from T-Cubed. Looks like ASO wants to be keeping this gun here. Just holding on to the next round, which is smart. I mean, up to 9 round wins for this attacking side of T-Cubed. Again, sweat must be dripping off Meat Gang's foreheads.
Well, yeah, and I think Meegang has to sort of. They've already used their timeout so
Teleport's
far,
ready.
so they don't have that chance to give that minute back and take that breather, figure out their strategy once again. They just sort of have to take those few seconds before the round starts and really think about their next game plan. It seems like these full rushes are trying to take back all this space. Hasn't been going well so far. They've been rotating really fast. They've been going for aggro picks. I think they need to adapt and sort of play more into their own strengths and just sort of lay back and let their aim do the talking.
Yeah, especially, I mean, a player like Fakey, up to 34 kills. Again, just one of the greatest
Beautiful.
players seemingly in the tournament so far. Maybe needs to take a more chill approach. Wait a little bit. It seems like Fakey being one of those first picks every round, which I get it, you're playing a duelist, but seemingly the rest of your team's losing the fights later on. As another A hit coming in here, and it's only Wig holding. Is it going to be enough there?
However, they are getting big info here off of Fakey being so close in window already. They might opt to rotate off of this.
Yeah, you gotta hope something comes out here for this attack. They've waited so long, and their opportunity almost squandered here as Chaos gets a headshot into the site. But they need a little bit more momentum. Another kill comes through, and it might just be enough. A nice wall there, so they know that coming through that short area not gonna work. They know someone's in heaven, and Fakey's still alive. This is exactly what I was saying. He's so dangerous. No matter what, and this post-plan opportunity is exactly where he wants to thrive. Sitting up in this window, only 8 HP, but that doesn't matter. If you get the headshot first, it's all over.
Too bad.
Last player
Future
standing.
is coming up. Now Fakey, 8 HP. It's not
Fakey.
over yet. 8 HP is enough for Fakey to do something with. Exactly know where he is.
However, they're still cleaning it up. Maestro picking it back up, finishing up the round. 10-12. Close game as they are now on another sort of off by, light by situation for Meegang.
Yeah, you gotta expect that they're just gonna buy for next. They might just, I mean, of course they're not gonna throw this round away, but this one's not as important. Make sure they have enough for a full buy in that last round. But I mean, on this attacking side, you still have that ultimate online for Maestro. Big Zoe has the ultimate online. And then in just one, you have a res online for Casper.
So dead.
The ultimates are a big factor, as it's going to be the tour de force down A long here as well. So much coming out in these final rounds between these two teams.
It seems like we're looking towards a more mid-sided default, considering that there are 3 heights to work with. Trying to take that mid space, being able to hold up before blue would be nice. Fakey does break the turret, but will he get the first pick on the Big Zoe? Big Zoe does take a body shot, but Fakey also taking one from the turret as well, being able to sort of even out the damage dealt by both teams.
Again, a little bit of uncertainty from both of these teams right now. They don't want to overstep it at all. They've come so far, 1 win away, a few wins away for this comeback. It's so close, and it looks like they're going to be basically copying what these attackers did, as Blue, they know exactly where he is. Might be able to get out of there with the TP. Is going to do that.
Is going to TP down to C long, but do they know? No. Blue with that deagle on C long. Will they opt to peek?
Let's see it.
Let's peel back.
30 seconds
without
left.
even the bomb down yet. Still have hidden in there. Look, trading off. Big Zo does pick it up on Wig as well.
They don't have garage control, which is so important for these post plant situations. Both Fakey and Aso in garage right now. They can walk through. It's going to be the smoke coming down. Might stall them out just for a little bit, but they have done the work. But Fakey making the way up, but taken out. Ooh, a good turn there by Aso. Maestro can't get the kill. Aso.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, we got Aso. It's a 1v2. It might all be over here.
Does pick up off the
Last
bomb.
player standing.
Oh, what a kill by Chaos. It's not over yet. Well, 1v1. Does Chaos expect the push coming out here? It's not the ball yet. They do, and we're heading.
11-12.
My
We
God,
are
Sly.
neck and neck going into the overtime. We're very close into this overtime here. What a comeback. Do you believe in miracles? Do you believe in miracles,
yes,
Ryan?
I do, Sly. What a great showing out here on the offense for T Cubed. But they can't be too confident yet. A full buy coming out from both these squads. And up online there from Aso as well. Used it alt last round, so they had enough to buy the up this round. They got ultimates online for both these teams. It's going to be a thriller of a final round here. Overtime or not, it's been an incredible map of Haven.
You have to think this is only quarterfinals game 1.
Oh,
We still
I
have
know.
3 more matches for the rest of this week. 3 more. If the last game in our quarterfinals is going to look like this, I'm excited to see what the rest of the tournament's going to look like. But
absolutely.
here we go. Maestro breaking the drone, coming out of C, coming out of garage. We do know that Silva's played the same spot every round so far, using his ego to sort of stop that garage push. But has it really stopped him so far? We'll see.
Stopped them in the first 2 rounds, I guess.
And again, pistols don't always make the difference.
A lot different. A lot different. A slow push
We've
up
seen it
mid
on both
here.
sides so far, actually. Win the pistol, however, you lose the rest of the rounds on your defense. You win the pistol on your defense, you're losing the rest of your rounds on defense so far. This
gonna
is
be-
the game changer right here.
A hit onto B is very odd here. That's a meaty
Ooh,
Hunter
that's
Fury.
a massive tag there with the Hunter's Fury. Blue picking up
Look at-
1.
It seems like they really
Not
want
worth it yet. However, Chaos already backside. Getting the save all up. Does have full control of B.
30 seconds left.
has the res online too. If Casper can get out of here, they can get a res onto Maestro. It looks like it's gonna come through. He has the ultimate
Chaos getting
online.
another. Big Zo thinking he's on the
might
fight.
be a
Chaos
big
and Big
one.
Zo sort of clearing up that link.
It's gonna be an ultimate into the C link area. Just gonna.
And now we're in a fakey 1v5. We'll need to see what happens here.
Fakey. One of the best players we've seen in the tournament so far. Can they do it? Gets one.
Here we
Can't
go.
get the
Going into overtime, 12-12. What a comeback so far from T3. Looking really,
Switching
really
sides.
clean
Overtime.
on that attack half. But now we're back to square one. There's no pistol rounds this time. We need to see who has the better attack and who has the better defense. As this could go double overtime, triple overtime, quadruple overtime, or it could be over right here in these next 2 rounds. We just see what's going on.
It's really gonna it is gonna come down to which team can they get the defense first. It doesn't matter how many offense you can win. Both teams have shown that here on Haven, no one's stopping them on offense. It's gonna maybe take luck, maybe take a cheeky play. Something's gonna come out here. Maybe we could see a judge come out in a short. I don't know. It's gonna be a good one. Maestro doesn't even know where to
You are
stand.
now, and we're going to see what looks like one of the most intense Haven showing so far in the tournament. What a great match to start us out with. We haven't seen it yet so far, but we've already gone into an overtime.
Working the
But
jump
Chaos
already.
getting this
Chaos,
pick about ASO.
so aggressive. You don't expect Ash to walk up
And
there.
Maestro picking it up on A.
Could it be? Could the defense come out here? They have the momentum. You can just imagine the comms are ecstatic right now as they try to work towards mid here on the attack like they did so many times on the first half of this game. But now it's just a 3v5. They don't really have the numbers to pull this off. Casper can't get a little too antsy here. Just holding that angle. It's exactly what they need to do. 3 in garage here for the attackers. Sly, what's next?
Scared. We go. Wig just about to creep out of garage, but they have the hold from CT side. And now most of the team stacked towards CT, still having Maestro on that anchor, knowing that he can hold that side alone. Messing with the shock there, does bounce back onto their Omen. Here we go, need to get those trades up to clear up the site.
That is a great kill.
Bro,
but
picking
another
up on
great one.
Fakey, leaving it 2v4 in this post.
One enemy remaining.
And Big So
Big
spraying through the blind. 1v3, 1v4. We'll need to see
It
what we can do.
seems hopeless here for Meeking. Don't know what we can do. We can get one, but is it enough? We can get another.
Two. Oh, but there we go. 13-12 for the first time in the game itself. P3 is up on the leaderboard.
Switching
They are
sides.
above the gang in
Match
points,
point.
and they are now on game and map point for this first game. And what a beautiful map one so far. I am very, very excited to see what Ascent is going to look like next.
So you're getting a
I'm
little
sweating.
ahead of yourself. It's like, wow.
I'm sweating. Listen, I'm sweating, man.
Oh my goodness. Still have to complete this attack side, which it seems like, I mean, Meeking can't stop him. T-Cube, we're so clinical. But hey, that's what we thought the other way around. Here we are. Did ASO buy the op here? Doesn't look like it. Looks like full buys for each team. Vandals, everyone has one.
No glass cannons so far on the side of defense. Oh, Maestro getting the pick off on ASO, and that could be the key they need to push into C. However, we do have Wake picking up with the drone.
Beacon here.
Wake's gonna
Yep,
pick
God,
up Maestro
it's a
there.
C hit.
But only saw the one though. Can't really get much out of that. Casper gets
picking
another.
Walling up the CT, now going to be a very difficult 3v5 for Meat Gang.
Look how far they're hiding as well. Fakey's down.
There.
Bro can't get the other one. So many hidden on C long here as well. They just have so much time on their side. I mean, Blue's already down 70 HP, I should say. Slide. It's not looking good for me, gang.
It is not. We've seen these two make this retake before. Maybe they're clearing out each other. Blue picks up one.
It's a good one. That Sage out is so effective.
Having
so
two on
really
this
know where
post
they are.
plant, though. Two off site for the post plant. They're looking very rough. We do have
Last player standing.
Treehouse picking up one.
It's not gonna be enough.
Attackers
14,
win.
12, 4 T3. And that's got to be one of the greatest comebacks I've seen in this tournament so far.
Down 10-2 at the half.
Oh,
Insane. The Teddingtons. Against the juggernaut of Fakey, too. Maestro and Chaos. Look at that leaderboard. 29 kills each. Insane stuff.
what a
Wow.
game one. I am...
Insane.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. When you're down to 12, really don't think there's much left that can come out of the game, right? Like, we've seen in ranked, we've seen in other matches, we've seen 13-0s in VCT. We've seen some insane landslide games. But when it comes to this, anything is possible. And as we saw, they make the impossible possible.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wow, I'm lost for words. That was an amazing comeback there from T3. Just Maestro being able to pick up the rounds where they think this could be it. This could be over. Maestro picking up 4 on a round where he is last alive. Cleaned up on that. Oh my! I'm props to both teams looking really, really strong so far. But
I mean, whew.
we still have another match to go.
You can't ask for a better way to start tonight. I mean, it's late. Everyone's a little tired, but that's okay because we got a match like this. I mean, look at that. The winner of this goes on to play Squirtle Squad, who handled Benchwarmers yesterday. I mean, and you put one of these two teams against a team like Squirtle Squad, you're in for a thriller. I mean, and then Peaky Blinders and Cervicore as well. Both those teams absolutely clinical in their wins. The last few days of this weekend are going to be insane, Sly. Yeah.
It's going to be amazing. And I'm here for every moment. I'm ready to watch and cast as many games as possible. And I think we will be coming back on Friday for the Squirtle Squad versus whoever wins this match. So I'm very, very excited to commentate that on Friday.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And again, finals is going to be a spectacle.
Peaky Blinders, Cervicore, that is tomorrow as well. So, I mean, stay tuned. I mean, 8 p.m. tomorrow. We got another game coming up. We're getting a little ahead of ourselves. I
gotta say, we still gotta finish up this game first.
We got so much more Valorant for you tonight, as well as these teams get ready. They get mentally prepared for another battle like we just had on Haven here on
However,
Ascent.
we do have a switch. It seems like we are going to have a sub come out of Meat Gang. They are going to be subbing out ASO for So Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that's perfectly allowed. I mean, that's I'm ready.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
excited to see what's gonna happen.
obviously we maybe ASO had to go. Maybe it's a little late. Maybe
it
they have work
is
in the
a little
morning.
late right now.
Or maybe it's just the case that Meat Gang has a certain style they like to play on Ascent, so they switched in Socher for this map. I mean, you see that with a lot of teams. You have like a specialist on a map. So Ascent might be
100%.
a specialist map. Socher might be a specialist on Ascent. Meat Gang, hopefully they have something cooking to bring this back and force us to a map 3.
100%. And I'm gonna go grab some more water. I'll be right back.
I'll keep.
We'll see if Ryan can keep it going. Yeah, keep him entertained for a second.
Yeah, I mean, just so much going on in this match already. I think you really got to hand it to both these teams for at least making it entertaining. You know, it's tough. It's really, really tough when you're up so much in a match on the side of Meat Gang, and then turn around and you lose it. I mean, you lose 14 in a row. It's tough. You don't like to see that, and obviously no one does. But then you got to find it within yourself. You got to be in the comms right now saying, "Hey, we got 12 rounds off these guys. We were that close. We stick together. We keep our mentals intact, and this is an easy win. We were one away from taking that map, and one round it could be." It could be one thing goes different. It could be you win a gun battle, you lose a gun battle. It's that close in these games of Valorant. You know, especially that one 4v1 clutch from Maestro. You know, you maybe jiggle peek a little better. Yeah, use a different ability around a corner, and everything's different there for that map. So you just got to realize that you're still a good team. Just because you lose all those rounds in a row doesn't make you a bad team. It doesn't make you worse than the other team. You keep your mental focused and you keep going into the next map. And especially a map like Ascent. I mean, it's very similar to you know, a very tactical map. You know, you really have to think about how you attack these sites. And believe it or not, there are only 2 sites on this map. There's not a third one. There's no C. So you really have to take it slow. You know where the usual suspects are going to be playing. You got to have a plan ready each time you attack one of those sites. And then on defense, of course, because it seems like neither of these teams can play defense. You got to be confident in your abilities to play slow, stay patient, let them walk into your crosshairs. Don't get antsy. Don't go around the corner ill-advised. Just play your game. Don't walk into their game. Both these teams definitely going to make it exciting here on Ascent.
Yeah, we need to see some of that util come out to be able to stall. Some of those angles being held, those crosses being set up, because with only 2 sites being needed to play, if you have a chamber trip in mid, you don't have to worry about anybody playing over there. You don't have to worry about anybody set up over there. But at the same time, that leaves you plenty of people and plenty of bodies to sort of set up these crosses and set up all of these holes that you can on the site in order to prevent such a push. Like, especially on Ascent. You can't really push into B if they're crossed from stair and logs. You can't really push into A if they're on the elevation changes, considering that we saw from Blue, he plays a lot of elevation with that Omen. If he takes Omen into this next map, we're going to see the same thing. We'll see it from Jet. We'll see it from Chambers. We'll see it all over the place.
Yeah,
it's going to be difficult to get through all of that defense with these elevation changes. Because on a map like Haven, you've got a few. It's an uphill battle all the way through for both teams. But it's still doable.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Ascent is a whole different beast.
High ground is so, I feel like, underrated in a game like Valorant. I mean, there's a reason why people love playing in Heaven. I mean, because you can look down and you can look around. But when you're attacking and you see a Heaven side, you have to scan the bottom level and scan the top level at the exact same time. It's such a difficult kind of just area to push. And I mean, that's why you have smokes. That's why you have flashes. You have abilities to get them out of that position. But you got to use them right. You got to know exactly where you want them and how you want them to effectively get them off that high ground. And I mean, we know how strong the operator is, especially at this level. I mean, like this mid gold, high gold area, operator, if you have a good op player, that can carry you a pretty far way. So you got to know how to combat the operator. You got to know how smokes can be used effectively, how a flash can push the operator back for 3 seconds just so you can sneak into sight a little bit. It's gonna be interesting to see how these teams adapt here as well to these defenses and of course the attacks.
And it looks like both our teams are ready. So they do have to swap sides over real quick, but we will be getting this next map coming up in the next minute or so as they swap around over here. And I'm excited to see the picks as we talked about. If you have those agents with those ability changes, like with those what's it called? If you have those elevation changes, you need agents that can deal with them.
Mm-hmm.
But it does look like one player is not here yet.
We of course we did see that the Killjoy come out from the side of T cubed in the last map. So I wouldn't be surprised if they bring it out in Ascent again. I feel like there's a lot of places on Ascent. Yeah, there's a lot of places
for almost every agent in the game.
Hey, what do you know?
Anything goes here.
And I feel like that's kind of the meta Valorant sitting at right now. Now, of course, you know, the top 0.1% have their 5, 6, maybe 7 characters that they play. But it is different on every map. I mean, it seems like every character, at least in some way, can make it work. Of course, if you hit your shots, you're always going to make it work. But at this level, I mean, I feel like sometimes you just got to be comfortable on someone. If you don't know how to play the Jet, come on. But if you don't know how to play the Jet, if you don't know exactly how to throw effective knives as KO, maybe you shouldn't be playing them on every map just because it's meta, you know? So it's really up 100%. To user preference.
I agree, and I'm very... all I gotta say is I am ready to cast yet another amazing map from both teams. With aggressive offense like that, on a map that's so defense-sided, where it's very hard to get past these chokes, it's gonna come down to a game of who can clear their angles better versus who can hold their sight better. And while that is all Valorant is about, Ascent is the perfect map to demonstrate that, as it's very straightforward, only really 2 entrances to sites, period.
Yep.
And it's gonna be insane. And there we go, we do have the coach switch, and we are ready to start as we get ready to get this game rolling.
Yeah. And as important as those chokes are for the sites, you gotta talk about mid control too. It's such a large area in the middle of Ascent that, I mean, you could go up Cat into one site, you could go through a cafe and market. I mean, there's so many different areas for you to get to the other sites. And if you don't have that mid control, if you don't have at least someone there watching it, the whole round could go haywire, no matter how many kills you get on one of the sites. And we saw that a few times as well on Haven, where someone would sneak behind, get 2 or 3 kills, and completely switch it up. As finally we get to see what these players are going to be picking.
Oh, 100%. And looks like we've got a hover on the Phoenix, however. And as we saw, Blue instantly locking in that Omen, so we are going to see some elevation changes from him. Yeah. But we also have Wig on the Sky instead of the Sova this time.
Yeah.
Which, Sova still works on this map. You see him or Fade a lot. And with a double initiator, we do have a hover on Breach from Treehouse. There it is, Fakey again hovering the Jet. So sure, picking up the chamber for ASO. But we have a full lock over there on the side of T3. Casper on Sage once again. Big Zoe on the Phoenix. We're going to see some of those Phoenix buffs come into play. We have Hidden Rogue once again on the KJ. We have Maestro playing that Brim beautifully once again.
Of course.
And Chaos on KO.
Ooh, not bad. And if we're looking over to that defender side, Meat Gang, I mean, Fakey back on the Jet. I mean, you get 38 kills. It worked. So you're good on the Jet, Fakey. Wig gonna play the Sky. Maybe they can play off each other again there. Follow that dog in.
Choose your agent.
I mean, of course, Jet, a perfect agent to follow those initiator frags. So sure, gonna be on that chamber. So they do switch out with ASO. and stick on the same character. So maybe it is just kind of a map preference there. Maybe just knows how to get around Ascent a little better on the chamber. And then Blue and on that Omen, as he said, and Breach rounding it out from Treehouse 7. So another very similar comps that we saw on Haven with slight changes.
And I mean, we'll just have to see how it plays. We'll have to see how these two take their space, how they hold their sights, and how they play the game of Valorant in different ways.
Yeah, I am excited to see Big Zo on that Phoenix. I mean, playing the Reyna last map, then playing the Phoenix, playing really untraditional duelists. Definitely, I mean, buffs coming through for Phoenix, as you said. So maybe not too like out of meta, but it's been a while since Phoenix has seen significant play. So I'm excited to see how they make it work here on Ascent.
100%. It seems like we're going to be stacked up over towards the B side over here for Meat Gang on their attacking half. This first round is going to be very crucial once again, getting these first two to build that momentum. But as we saw last game, those 2 rounds could be immediately followed by 10 rounds of pure offense, just winning it out. So we'll see what happens.
It's going to be a quick fight here. Ooh, getting out of there is so sure.
5-man swing on chamber, being able to teleport out. But they do have the breach stun lined up and ready to be used.
They do get the presser onto the sky, maybe standing a little too close to that knife. As right in the corner there, Wig does get one, gets the
Wig
second
gets
as well. They can't take out Wig here under the wall, and gets a little more damage there.
See if the team's gonna come in.
One enemy remaining.
Shot on
The fake
Casper.
is still alive.
Spike
2
down.
on lane,
B.
picking up. And there we go. Beautiful cleanup from Meat Gang. Or no, yeah, from Meat Gang. 1-0. Beautiful start to defense.
Yeah, I mean, great stuff there. Hiding under there with the sky there. Wig somehow gets 2. And, I mean, a little bit of that damage onto Rogue, that does mean a lot. I mean, especially in a pistol round, you got classics. They don't do a lot of damage. Just soften them up for your teammates. Very effective. So good stuff there from Wig to get just get the work done. They got the work done. And now gives them advantage here in this second round. As we see, a huge A hit coming in here for the side of T Cubed.
Still on their save with the Omen one way. Set up for chamber.
Playing it slow.
Playing patient, waiting around this waiting around the smoke here as Socher does push up, attempting to take some more of that space for A main. Not going to get too heavy, however. It seems like we're about to get the player flood about to come out from T3.
And Socher, as long as they don't get headshot here, they might be able to get a kill, and they do. Great play there by Socher.
Getting one.
Push onto A.
Getting his head taken off. Not really going to have that super hard entry, but still having all of their players come in. Socher getting 2.
Another headshot there. Does get taken out, but got there.
One enemy remaining.
Just going to be one player remaining. It's Maestro, and hey, we know what Maestro can do, but maybe not in a second round here. They don't exactly know where that is. Pops down.
Maestro almost taking out from Blue. To the late out. But team picking it up. 2-0 for Meat Gang. Showing really strong defense so far.
But hey, we have both teams won pistol and second round in the first map, so anything can happen at this point. But of course, it is a nice advantage. You give yourself a little bit of cushion. The buy, not really quite there because you got the Marshall from Fakey, you got some Spectres, you got the full buy coming out from the attack finally. But anything can happen here round 3, especially with Fakey and the Marshall. A headshot goes a long way. We'll see what they can pull out, as looks like it's going to be a little more of a default coming through. It's a lot of
T3
info.
I will say T3 was able to get on site both of those rounds. They weren't able to hold the site and keep it locked down enough for that post plant to actually be effective. But that could change with this full buy here, as Maestro does get 1 on Fakey, holding that mid early on.
Yeah, and that puts the side of making in a very difficult position because you lose so much mid control from that. If a smoke comes down here on this cat, Treehouse has no way of knowing how far up mid that attacking side is. But another trade here coming out, so just a stall coming out here for both these teams, just playing it slow. Trying to walk up there is Maestro. into pizza. They have so much space. They know they have space too. But the trip comes out, and that's a kill coming through. Treehouse finds one on Cat, hiding in that corner, a little bit cheeky. Now another advantage here for the side of Meeking as the rotate's going to come through, up through Cat. T-Cubed want to force the aggression here, but so many abilities coming out there from the
30
breach.
seconds
Is it going to
left.
be enough? They have to know there's somewhere around here. Casper gonna find the kill there. Takes him down. And it looks like the spike might finally be going down here in this round. So it's a 3v3. I mean, no clear advantage right now.
However, this one way with that Sage wall is going to be pretty tough to deal with because, you know, Maestro getting that first peak is going to be huge because you weren't really expecting the sort of one way. They do try to counter it with a one way on
Down you go.
the one way on Jin, but not going to be enough. A full blind Wig getting one.
One enemy
Wig sees him
remaining.
on Jin.
Yeah, but didn't know. Casper was
There we go.
underneath there.
Once again, 2-1. T3 picked up the first round on their full buy. However, losing 3 is going to be rough as they have to go up against the full buy now on the side of Meeking.
Yep.
We need
Yeah, that
to hopefully see that momentum rolling on that attack again.
Whew. I mean, we know both these teams can play with momentum, so I wouldn't be surprised. And that was a great post plant there again by T3. I mean, the one way and then hiding underneath. They had no idea the Casper was under there. They got to, even though Maestro was blind, they still got to play off each other when those players dropped. So a great post plant there. And now Maestro looking to carry up a little bit here. As the flash comes over, Maestro has to be careful. They know at least one person is there from that info. Does Maestro know that they crossed
Maestro
here?
might clear now. And
Ooh.
there we go.
Another flash coming.
Taking a headshot by Wig, trading it out. Casper
just
trying to
joined.
pick that trade back up, trading off the util there to sort of equalize that P main hold. However, over on the side of A, we have them about to probably exit out of A main soon with the Marshall posted up on top of Cat. There we go. Phoenix wall up as they scale up on the site now. But
Spike
Spike
down
is
mid.
down in mid.
Looks like a little bit of a miscommunication there. Don't know if Casper knew they had the bomb walking through mid. Unfortunate, as now it's going to be an uphill battle just to get that back. But Zoe, a kill there, not too bad. They're holding down this A site. Maybe somehow, some way, they can sneak their way into this mid position.
Now we've seen Big Zoe on the Reyna get plenty of flashes in those or plenty of kills in those earlier rounds, but they're walking into Treehouse. Treehouse gets one, but Zoe trades it off as they're able to swap out for the Vandal. Doesn't pick up the bomb though.
I got the spike. 30 seconds left.
There
Gonna
we
be
go.
Rogue
Now
with
both
the
of them pulled towards the mid. The Sky all coming out, knowing that they're still towards mid.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like they know that the
Like they
defense is
have to
rotated
finish on
towards
the
A. It's gonna
Last
be
player
all or
standing.
nothing. It's Zoe, another clinical kill there, and now it's just up to Socher.
enemy
They don't know that
remaining.
he's up on the
Spike
high ground.
planted.
Do they know where the Killjoy is? Behind the generator, they must. Wait for the peek. Who's gonna win it out? And Rogue hits the
what a
headshot.
Finishing it. Phantom moment. Rogue getting the one shot with that Vandal. 2-2 looking. Oh my, and here we go. Who knows? Stories do repeat itself, but will we have to say it for you?
Oof. 2 in a row now. Makes it tied up here. Now, the tour de force is going to be used by Stocher there on this defense. Maybe force a little bit of pressure out. Make the offense scared. You know, they could be posted up literally anywhere. You know, they could be mid, they could be A, they could be B. You have to play these corners extremely passively now.
As you see the whole team looking to sort of get those early peaks and push out and take control wherever they are. Fakey getting just ever so slightly tapped by all of that gunfire. Zoe being the first in to take up some of that
Come on,
space
you
as well.
should
And
run.
probably the ult.
Watch your eyes.
However, KJ ult is also going to stop him.
Yeah, Blue can't get anything working there out as Zoe gets onto the site here.
Fakey gets
Spike
two with the
down,
stinger
B.
though.
I mean, the Stinger, it's high powered. You can
It
get
shred
a
at
lot of
close
damage.
range.
Spike
And a
planted.
2v3, but still have the tour de force available here. Socher looking at
Teleport's
back
ready.
site, just not exactly sure where anyone is. Maybe guessing someone is there in that A main position. They can get anything going. It's gonna be a gunfire going on. Can Zoe stay alive over there? Maybe just buy a little bit of time for some teammates to help out. But they're both just hiding in boathouse back there. Someone help Zoe out. So many abilities, but has Zoe bought the time? The tour de force
Flash up in
trying
the
to
KO.
fight
Doesn't
this out.
flash anybody. As you know, they're
Two
both
shots.
One enemy
that
remaining.
boathouse. One more kill left for the team, and there we go. Will they stick the bomb?
Last player standing.
Not enough.
Oh my
Unable
goodness.
to finish the round. Whale died a bomb here.
Clutch.
Or not. Look at that. Just being able to push farther up away. And there we go. 2-3. The whole team did die there for T3. So they might be on a slightly fragmented buy considering their eco. But no, it does look like everybody can buy except for Maestro. We'll have to opt for either a lower weapon
But
or
I
going
mean,
light shield vandal as well.
just playing time
That
there.
works.
T3. I mean, you have Zoe sitting in that B main area, just fighting off gunfire, taking as much time. They have both players alive, fighting Zoe at one time. Just allows a lot of time. Look at a big mid fight happening here as two trades come out.
You will
Maestro
not
winning that
kill
one.
my
But hey, you have the res.
Instant res on Zoe.
Yeah, perfect timing there. Knew exactly what they needed to do. And now working their way up towards mid treehouse. Definitely scared of that cat position.
But we go for keeping up one, two, with Wick picking up the trade there in the mid. Still unknown for KJ, but knowing that there is still one more mid. I'll have to just use the util and not push up on the Stun Phoenix. 2v2 situation here, not knowing that there is one up on Cat.
There's one under cat as well. Some great positioning here from both these teams, playing it so carefully. They don't know. I don't know if either of these teams, or if the defense at least knows the bomb's down. So it looks like it's gonna be blue working their way back to spawn, trying to kind of guessing that the rotate's coming through, but so much sound is being made in mid here that Treehouse has to be calming this to their teammate. Might be able to get a swing here. Might be able
to opt to hit B.
30 seconds left.
Doesn't look like they really know that. I mean, you think the sound would let them know, but Treehouse still sitting there on cat. As Rogue is gonna make it all the way into the site here, and has two of the nades available to cover that bomb as well.
Finally, is going to look vicious.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
Finally, the rotate comes out.
Attempts to pick it up, but forgets he can't pick them up during the pre-round. Accidentally activates one on himself.
Interesting play there by Rogue, but hey, maybe it's a little bit of a mental battle. Hey, you never know.
Can be frustrated to do with all this stuff. Now, as we can see, they know one towards mid right now. Breaking the door is going to be rough. And they have the other one towards CT.
Last player standing.
Does die, now left in a 1-2 situation for Rogue. We might see the first rifle win on the defense half right here.
Last player standing.
They know somewhere over there. Rogue is hiding. Is it going to be enough?
Time.
My goodness, another great post plant there by the defense of T Cubed.
Didn't even need the other form.
I think what T Cube's doing best here is they're playing time so effectively. You know, making the attackers, or I guess the re-attackers, really think about where they have to go. Meeking has to check every corner. They know that the Killjoy's alive, so I mean, at any point that swarm could burst out under their feet, and they have to play slow. Great stuff there by Meeking as they're up 4-2 now here on this attacking side. It really just seems like these teams, defense isn't their specialty, as the knives are going to be pulled here by Fakey.
As they are pulled towards as the ult comes out.
Ooh, a lot of
shots through these smokes here. As Casper picks up the first on a accidental headshot through that smoke.
Hey, it's not a bad shot if it goes in. A great wall there. It's going to set up the one-way again, and they're 5 alive with the spike planted down, with some ultimates online as well. Another great post plant here for the side of T Cube.
You should run.
Fakey does still, in fact, have those knives. Is it going to be enough to pull this one back? Rogue gets another, though.
This is looking dire once again for me. Dang, they do have to make something happen here. Zoe picking up another kill on Treehouse towards that tree door.
Fakey has to make something happen here.
With the knives. Is it
It's gonna be
Last player standing.
This has one knife remaining. Misses the shot. Only has the shorty. It's not looking good. And a 5th round goes over to T Cube and Sly. You gotta think that the same thoughts are running through the heads of Meat Gang. I mean, they're losing rounds in a row when it feels like they shouldn't be.
Yeah, I mean, this time, instead of them being the first people to get these sort of opening attack rounds and being able to build their lead, they're now the ones on the back foot. They're on the defense, and they know that if the same story is to tell like as what happened on Haven, they're going to have to work really, really hard to build back that sort of attack-sided advantage again. Big Zo just barely dodging the knife here.
Let's go!
And Poxy almost
And that gives them so much room to work with as well. You can just run into that site. They know the Omen has to be somewhere around there, so they're taking it a little slow as Rogue. He's gonna close that door through that wall, has a little bit of safety there. Wig, push it out. Maybe a little ill-advised, you know, pushing through that smoke when you know probably about 4 or 5 of them around that site. And Maestro's gonna have a little bit of work here as Sosher walks through. What a headshot! Gets out of there real quick as well. Is it enough though, Sly?
Who knows? I mean, they are walled off on CT. They do have to break this wall, but they can't really see the wall due to the smoke back there. So, having to see him do it now that their teammate has pushed up towards that, they're able to sort of take that advantage up. And using that Vandal from Fake, he does get 2. Sees 1 more. Gets a 3rd, does get turned off, and Big Zo getting 2 more. And another 1v1 situation here for the play plant. Big Zo getting the timing, and there we go. 2-6 for T3. Looking... Once again, it's like you're reading the same picture book. We've seen these all happen before, just different places. It's like deja vu.
I mean, you just feel like there's rounds that shouldn't be won. Like I feel like there's no reason Big Zo gets out of there with his life, but somehow does. I mean, a perfect timeout.
All that positioning, timing, and this timeout is going to be very necessary as. Last game, they had used their timeout rather early. Wasn't able to sort of build that, you know, mental fortitude, mental confidence. But here we are. We do have the timeout coming out from Gang is necessary to sort of reset that mental and be like, hey, we did the same thing to them last game. We need to step it up and win a couple of rounds on defense at least in order to secure that sort of attack-sided steamroll, because we need something like that to happen. We can't go down 2-0 in a match like this in such a nail-biter of a first game. We can't just lose to a couple of good defense rounds.
Yeah, and you can see the nerves coming out as well. I mean, in that 1v1 situation, Treehouse had so many abilities online, and I mean, you know, the moment got the better of them. They just walked onto site. You know, they tried to pull the ability out, but you don't want to do that when you're already on the site. They could be around any corner. So a timeout like that, it calms the nerves. You can breathe a little bit. Just be like, all right, it's all right, guys. I mean, sometimes you just need to breathe. As the push onto A main here. Big Zo might be caught out.
Sure, Maestro in that mid. So Sure does decide to keep it off and keep his life early. Big Zo getting that opening pick on Fakey though.
And I think this is what we kind of saw on Haven as well, is that Fakey, as good as a player as they are, sometimes just dying first in a round like that, there's really no reason to be pushing out A main too far. And yeah, great player, you can win the gunfights. And not all the time. There's going to be a lot of damage going over.
Traded off by Big Zo.
That's a great trade.
Launching smoke.
Nothing wrong at all from that. As onto site go these attackers of T Cubed. And again, they have the numbers. They have the positioning. Let's see if they can pull it off. They're looking to find a kill.
Playing a terrifying game here.
One enemy remaining.
But it's working out so far with these trades.
Yeah. Getting shot in the back, but has the confidence in his teammates that they'll clean it up. As Sosher, not even sure on where they're shooting right now. It's a 1v3. Doesn't look
so picking up a 4th in the round. 2-7 for T3. Oh, this is quite the game.
You got the thing is though, as far ahead as T3 are pulling here, you gotta expect that the flip is gonna be the script is gonna be flipped yet again when we switch sides after the half. I mean, 7-2, it's a big lead, and I'm sure they're gonna get a few more rounds here as the money is a little tight on the other side, but
you have to remember, in that OT side, in that OT situation we saw last game, we did see T3 pull out on that defense, but Big Zo does get picked off here first by Wig. We've seen T3 win their defense rounds even on a full buy. So far, we haven't seen that from Meat Gang. Need to see them at least pick up one, and with this opening kill here on Big Zo, one of their big attack-sided players. Oh, and running into Fakey with their judge, getting two. And here we go, 2v4. This could be the change of the century. So sure.
Spike down mid. One enemy remaining.
Out again, but shot in the back. And there we go. Look at that. The script is already rewriting itself. 3-7.
Yeah,
that's himself back on the board again.
A perfect round. And I mean, in the first map, we touched on it maybe a little bit as we saw the steamroll come in. Sometimes you just need something gimmicky. You need Fakey hiding in a corner with a judge to get 2 kills. Sometimes that's all Valorant is. You gotta play the Joker card. Anything can happen. You gotta be prepared for anything. And Fakey shows that I don't really think T3 was prepared there. And now the momentum is shifting. I mean, look at the money. It's pretty even right now. So the winner of this round could switch it up. The winner of this round could steamroll these last 2 rounds here in the half.
Yeah, I think we take the orb here on A. Chaos trying to build towards that. All he needs is one more pick in order to be able to full entry for that side again. But we do have a close fight here on Cat as he's still being smoked off. They have that room to work with now the smoke is gone.
Yeah, Rogue's playing a dangerous game walking in that smoke. Finally gets around the corner.
But
it's so close.
Treehouse might get the pick there on Rogue, but we do have some room up in mid by Maestro. Chaos picking off one, can now use that ult to entry on the A site, as we see right here. So sure, disabled, no trip up anyway. And we have Big Zo running off of B. Chaos is going to hear that, and there we go. Chaos fully taking it up now, being able to molly off that heaven.
Yeah, Chaos is doing all the work right now.
Yeah, Chaos is sort of steamrolling and leading this charge right now, which they need that to win. Blue does get the pick there on Zo. Blue is going to take some shots for that.
And they want to push in. They use the Rolling Thunder there. Not a lot of corners. But yeah, that wall's up as well.
Treehouse getting one on Chaos with the Zuto.
They have to know that ult.
But that ult is going to be huge.
Takes Blue down
barely
to 30
escaping with his life.
No, but they have so much room to work now because it's behind Gen. This isn't planted for them. They have to make something happen here. Unless they're gonna get one. It's just not enough.
And they are gonna pick up the round there. Blue sticking, just like Pros do. Pros do not fake down here. And
last round before the switch.
Meat Gang putting up some boards, putting up some rounds on that board.
That's something you got to think about when you're planning the bomb. I mean, everyone at home, you're playing this post-plan Brim alt online type of cheeky, to buy yourself time play. But that's not going to last forever. You got to plant in a position where all of your members have an opportunity to shoot at it. And I get it. Planning behind generator, it feels so safe. You're covered on so many sides. But in a situation like that, it comes back to haunt you. Metro does see someone gonna get shot out there. So sure, definitely sure of their shot as well.
We go Fakey with the knives again. We've seen him look so precise on these knives so far this game, especially since he is holding that judge. It's important for him to sort of get this pick with the knife so he doesn't have to play those long ranges, because with the shotguns, you ain't gonna do so much. You ain't gonna do so hot, you ain't gonna look great. But we do have a lighter buy coming out from T3 as they've lost a couple rounds in a row now. They need to take this round back, so having that Bulldog and a couple rifles online, I think from their stronger players, they need that to win. Even with Maestro down, we still have a lot of room to work with.
Yeah, I'm wondering here, it looks like a slow A head, but I'm wondering if some ultimates are going to come online. They have the Killjoy and they have the Phoenix ult. But is it worth it for them? It is. Killjoy ult's going to come out.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Is it going to be enough? It looks like Treehouse knows
rushing
there.
Oh, looks like Fakey is going to be seen. It does get the trade off before he dies.
Spike down A.
A great trigger discipline, at least to get a little bit of information. Is Blue going to be able to put enough power in? Does get the kill.
One more left. They kill these in one, and they have and here we go. 5-7. Meat Gang coming back up onto the board, being able to sort of even out this half, and it's looking interesting from both sides so far.
Oh yeah, I mean, and that's kind of half you need. I mean, you start to get snowballed there. You lose like 7 in a row, and that's not a good thing. But you take that mental break, and you realize, like I said during the half, that you've taken 12 rounds off of these guys before. I mean, you took the first 2 rounds. You know you can out-aim them. You know you can use your abilities to really pressure them out of the chokes. So you just gotta breathe and do that again here, as it's a lot closer of a match going into the half than we saw last time. We'll see which team can overcome it yet again. Looks like another maybe A hit, maybe up mid here.
It seems like we are going to have this A mid split, instantly smoking off the bottom mid in order to give them some room to work up on that cat. Going fast, it seems like he's already low on health.
Careful now.
Does miss fireball. And Fakey can kill.
So gets 2.
So getting 2. The bar does rush out. Blue getting 1, getting traded off immediately by
Spike
Caster.
down A. Last player standing.
Caster holding down the fort.
House.
Didn't expect that one to come through.
I'm so sure there was chaos, and what an amazing hold by T3.
Yeah, big zone caster. That's a great duo to have there. I mean, you have so much sustainability between the Phoenix and the Sage that you can just kind of just hold them off. I mean, you got a Molly coming through, you got the wall, you got some slows maybe. Good stuff there from both of those, just to get 2 picks and let the team come in. Chaos gets that final one to clean up as well. And that's a great way to start the second half. You want to finish off here. You don't even want to think about going to bind. I know I don't want to think about going to bind.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be nice. So you want to see them try and wrap up this game.
Yeah. You want to start off hot here on a second half to wrap it up. And T-Cube did just that. And again, getting a lot of damage on their Socher going down. But is it going to be enough? I mean, Fakey's all the way up mid. Maestro had no idea it was coming. Holy.
But hey, as I said, we have seen them so far playing these weird elevations as, even without movement abilities, you do have the stage of the other team, so they can create their own artificial elevation.
Yep.
As we saw Big Zo playing on top of that wall on A main. Well, almost getting 1 in that A main. Being Chamber. Chamber in mid off that Marshall. Getting a body shot would be a kill if it wasn't Chamber and he bought Shield.
Just trying to get some information here. Slow up cat. Caster waiting around the corner in tree. A good smoke comes through.
Get a big timing here.
Yeah, do they know Casper's still there? Do they expect?
Yes, but Casper still
A
gets the
little
1.
bit. Maybe TP to the other side. Oh, a good crossfire coming in here. Casper's got to be scared.
Blue does take a risky swing.
Now 3 up in that heaven position. Not the greatest way you want to retake a site, 3 in 1 spot, but it doesn't matter because they have so much firepower coming down and so much health that they get the retake.
Cleaning up that round on the retake. Making it 5-9. Really strong pistol in force. But now this is the round that will make everything happen. We need to see this rifle round go well for Meat Gang. Otherwise, that could mean another snowball on T3's side.
Now, we've also seen this the last 3 times. We see a pistol round 1 and that second round 1. But this third round, it's tough for this defense to win. There's so much coming at you. You're still on a weird, like, half kind of buy type thing. I mean, you have the money to maybe force a few better weapons, but it's not exactly what you want. And you got full rifles coming out from the other side. So it's going to be tough here for this defense. But Maestro,
getting 1 on Fakey.
Doesn't care. I mean, a headshot to headshot.
Peaks.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen it. Maestro has that confidence after that last game. There's still 1 in bottom mid. They're going to opt to dog out Shri. Isn't able to spot 1, but here's the running away. However, they are set up for a cross now on that hold. Oh, Maestro on an odd jumpy key. He's able to spot 1. Almost gets the body shot on Socher through that wall. Like cheats over there if I'm talking.
Little cheeky tactic there. Again, I'm just playing it super slow. Our Meat Gang, they don't want to make mistakes now. They can't afford it at this point in the game. When T3
that knife is going to be huge.
Yeah. Gives them just the amount of information they need. A little bit of a rotate coming out. It seems like they're semi-certain that it might be a free hit, but nothing For sure.
30
yeah, there's
seconds
finally
left.
some abilities coming out on the team here. As Wig is going to try to find a kill.
Like an execution here from V-Gang
So much going through.
as the triple ankles are held.
Yeah. Not a great position there for Chaos.
Scary post plant.
Yeah.
Big Joe getting one.
Can they get
Rogue
more?
getting another.
Meister's still alive.
Player
Hidden
standing.
Rogue getting one more and being trapped over here on that market. They do have to push to get the skill. Being able to stick the
I think
plant
it's gonna hold it.
Enemy remaining.
No! Just barely able to finish it. There we go. 6-9.
rate
You get to
just
get the
went
round. That was a
Wow.
nail biter of a defense.
Milliseconds away from a defuse there. Wow. What a important round too.
What a retake.
Yeah. Treehouse knew it. Just the timing was perfect there. Incredible stuff. I mean, again, that's one of those plays where the entire game is switched on its end now. Now, I mean, look at the economy for on both these teams. I mean, you lose that round, you're at no economy. You're basically giving up 2 or 3 more rounds. But now you have a fighting chance here on the offense. 6-9. It's gonna be a tough one. Maestro, another headshot. I mean, we knew how dominant Fakey was on that first map and completely taken out of this second map. All thanks to Maestro getting those first picks. Incredible stuff. Blue gonna try to
post it up here
avenge.
with the Marshall.
Yep, trying to avenge their fallen friend there. They see the head, can't hit it though. Now a little scared is that Phoenix in that back of sight. Working their way up mid. They want to take this positioning. There's so much pressure to be just had when you have so much room here to work with.
Considering there is no chamber trip on the side of P3. They have to put a body in mid, otherwise you just let them walk up for free. And as you can see here, these almond smokes going down. It's going to be difficult to deal with, especially since they have no market. And getting caught by Rogue.
Not a good way to get into sight.
30 seconds
Blue
left.
still has that bomb.
on this B side here,
Ooh.
as they do pick off Hidden Rogue, but there are more to deal with, as there is still Big Zo and 2 towards that chicken side. So sure, picking up the one on that
Carrier's dead.
market.
Out of charge.
Spike
Having
down.
to swing
B.
on the reload.
One enemy
Two
remaining.
more.
I have some
Keeping it up.
spike.
10
Two
seconds
Casper.
left.
To take back this
Dragon.
retake.
They do have the bomb down here.
Spike planted.
They have a little bit of ability usage. And Casper, not too much on their side. They have some
Are going
slows.
to have to go slow.
They can heal if needed. Looking at both. Casper has to find this shot here. Does find a little bit of information. Now they know exactly where Casper is. But do they know that both of them are back there? Casper all the way to the end. Doesn't have the gun now.
Pulling on the slow.
Yeah.
But 7-9 for the gang are putting their numbers back on the board with these rifles.
I think that's a tricky situation for Casper. I mean, you come in late, it's a 2v1. You know where one of them is, but you don't really think that they're playing together back there. So you're checking all the angles. You're checking your back. It's just unfortunate. The double swing gets him down. And now, I mean, now the economy's totally flipped. You're so sure going to use the 2 or the 4, so no need to buy a gun. Doesn't need the credits.
That's a good spot.
But we've
This-
seen players like Big Zo work with
That's
these
true.
lighter buys. So we need to see what happens.
Nice
Almost
coming out.
immediately putting that Tortoise horse down.
God, it's just such a
Have Zo
such a fun
creeping up
offense.
close.
Ooh, gonna go for this.
Shot does pick it up though.
Sosher getting the opening. Oh, and Maestro almost takes out Sosher with the Marshall, but cannot find the headshot. Down to 23 HP is Maestro. And now on to A. Go the side of Meat Gang.
Does catch
Maybe a
Fakey.
little, but
One enemy remaining.
little fast
We're
going down
making
there.
it a 1v4 on this post plant for
Yep.
the gang.
Spike planted.
Yeah, it looks like this one might be a little over here with 56 HP on Hidden Rogue. Maybe just gonna find some exit frags if they can. But this brings it close. It's 9-8 now, and T-Cube, now they're the ones panicking. They had such a good offense, and now their defense might not be up to par with what they want. Oop.
And a split second
Yes.
going down for Blue to see that shot.
Yeah, I mean, Of course, that was a lighter buy, so you can buy guns now. You don't want to be tied in at all. I mean, obviously you don't want to be tied because that means that you've given up a few rounds. But at that point, then it's so even, and you're so out of money that you're fighting your way back up for probably the rest of the game, rest of the map, and you can't afford that at this point. I mean, it's getting late. These maps are going long. Everyone's winning. You're getting exhausted. You got to keep the mental there. You got to win a big round like that.
That is true, and as we see here, looking like another A-sided hit with the Phoenix Alt coming out. Getting the counter blinds. Blue, Big Zo does pick up one, but Blue does kill the alt. Immediately, Megang is up on a pick. This is looking better for them, but even still, with 4 or 3 players, you still able to really take a sight. But here we see, Sosher does even it out.
And gets healed too. Doesn't have the armor anymore, but definitely that's a nice little safety cushion. So now it's even, and especially with Maestro being out, we know a heavy hitter on that defensive side for T Cubed. It's going to be tough. Big Zo's still alive though, and still kicking.
Are opting to close their own market door.
I mean, when you lose that mid control, you're scared. You don't know if they're attacking that mid, especially Fakey on the Jet has so much movement ability, can get up there real quick for you. Closing the door, not the worst idea, but now it's going to be Fakey coming in. Has the dash available just in case. Don't really lurking.
See?
No, 30 seconds left.
Catches Chaos on the site. Might opt to finish Chaos.
Yeah, looks like that's going to go through pretty quick.
Now that's once again for me, gang.
Yeah.
The Killjoy is going to help. Having to push up or get to that back site. Going to be rough.
Bomb grenade out.
Rogue has to push through here. That's a tough loss as well as Casper goes down towards the A main sector.
So does
but
pick up a one on the chamber, making it a 2v3.
Hey.
Very doable. Let's see
Big Zo again.
Last player
Can
standing.
Big Zo do it? Doesn't look like it. It's a 2v1 here, and Rogue gets blinded out. It's not looking good. Maybe you should just get out with the life there. Does see the teleport come through. Exactly where they are. Can't find the kill. The Blue
and 9-9 evening it up.
I mean, another thriller, Sly. I mean,
Like,
what more could we ask for?
It's been an amazing game. No matter how long the games may go, we want to put on a show here, and it seems like both teams are doing that really well. They've made a real spectacle on map 1. They're making that as close as possible. And while some people might feel the fatigue, us over here on the casting bench, we're used to it.
Absolutely. And I mean, this is a one and done tournament. Meeking don't want this to be their only showing. They want to keep going, and with their backs against the wall, they're proven that they belong to be here. They want to be in that semifinal on Friday.
That is true.
A lot of movement going around. I mean, Big Zo just holding this angle so tight. Fakey holding one of their own here on Cat. A missed shot there from Zo. And that is a lot of information going out. They know where that heavy hitter in Zo is hiding in Fake.
Holding that mid.
That's a tough angle to take there for a Killjoy, especially in the situation they're in.
100%. And you see this mode going up on that Cat. Opting to sort of take that mid, especially after a pick like that.
Just another slow push here. I mean, mistakes are so crucial. You make one tiny slip up and the whole round can go away. Especially, I mean, you can't mess it up in a thrifty either. Chaos hiding in this corner. I wonder if they're gonna clear it out. So sure. Looking like they see.
30 seconds left.
There. Oh.
One enemy remaining.
Shot. Maestro can't find the kill on Fake. Down to 1 HP, stays alive, and now it's a 5v1. Big Zo has been good, but I don't know if they've been 5v1 with the Marshall good, as now they're being flanked from all sides. Finds a kill onto Fakey. Might try to just get out with that op. That's a big pickup there. Just gonna make a run for it now, especially in a 9-9 match like this. Not too bad of an idea. Yeah. And now the lead goes back over to Meeking Slide. I mean, just back and forth these two teams are fighting. It's been so just fun to watch, honestly. So exciting to watch. God,
But
They're
we are
closing in
going
here
to
on
enter
Big
a
Zo as
pinch
well.
situation here.
Can Big Zo stay alive? One's about to peek from the other corner.
Oh, but there we go. Getting the op back would have been an amazing round if he was able to just hold that op.
God, that is unfortunate. They chased them all around that map. And now 10-9.
I need a drop.
3 rounds remaining here for Meat Gang to force a map 3. Socher leading the way with 24 kills, 15 deaths, but you know.
That's what you have to do as a sort of entry
sometimes
role.
you gotta pay the price. And then on the other side, Big Zo also with 24 kills for the side of T Cubed. Coming down to the wire. Both those players have really stepped it up here in this second map.
What a knife, catching 3 over there towards Cat.
Yeah, so now they know where exactly this positioning being holding. Look at Maestro holding that Cat. Fakey gonna try to peek out here. Maestro can't find the kill.
Maestro does take a body shot in exchange. Does have to get healed by their Sage.
So much activity going around this mid area right now, and it looks like it might be a little bit an A-HUD. Fakey trying to hold this angle as long as they can. They don't want Maestro to peek out again with that operator. Ooh, looks like Socher realizes there's a wall here on A as well. They might just try to wait it out a little bit. It seems like that's what they're gonna do. They're just gonna play it, and the wall does go down. Big Zo holding this angle up on Heaven. The Rolling Loud comes out. Is it gonna be enough? Big Zo smoked out here. Is gonna try to go for a hero play. Maybe there's a flash in a little too early. And a great play there. Stops the plant just for a little longer. And now the plant's really not in the best spot. This isn't exactly where you'd want to go.
We got 1. Chaos Rogue picking up the kills. Doesn't know one on her Hell and 1 on Blind. Blind does hold the op. Hell gets 2. In that really good situation now, and there we go. Big Zo picking it up. 10-10. What a retake by T3.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, a great ultimate there by Maestro. Just, again, buying time, getting it on their side. And then Blue had to plant in an odd spot, you know, right by that little staircase, and had no escape as well. Didn't have the Shadow Step available. So they're just left for dead. Even though the spike's down, it's not exactly what you'd want. So great ultimate there from Maestro to keep their team in it. And now, as you said, 10-10. God, I'm not going to have any fingernails. I'm not going to have any fingernails by the end of this.
Me, they're already gone.
It's going to be the Tour de Force.
Quite a beautiful game.
Online for Social, trying to save some money here. And it looks like more of a B hit, trying to make some noise with Treehouse over on A. And Maestro takes the first. Fakey is out first yet again. Completely removed from this second map. As Socher makes their way up B, trying to get an equalizer some way, somehow here on B. But is it going to be available? Look at that cheeky little spot there from the KO of Chaos as well, over by Logs. I mean, very unorthodox, but could get you a kill in a pinch. And when you're already up 1, the trades, you'll take them. As now, just completely unsure is the side of Meat Gang
here. After using a bunch of the Brim util to sort of keep them trapped in that tiles B main area, they are going to opt to rotate back towards spawn, regroup, refigure out their situation, and may end up hitting A instead. But considering there goes the Sage Wall up now on that A main, able to stall for about another 20 seconds. So if they were to pick that A fight, they would have to go through Cat unless they break that wall. But Sage now able to hop on top of the boxes on A, playing these elevations with 3 picks first.
Ooh, Socher.
Yeah. I mean, however,
that's now you know the Tour de Force is off there.
There we go. Casper picking up the one with the Spectre from that far. It's a 3v2 situation, make out a 3v1, getting the plant down on Jen. Now having to just get off of this Jen angle, otherwise it's a trap. But there we go.
Not enough.
P3 picking up another round. 11-10 P3.
Yeah. A great plays there. I mean, Big Zo loses the life, but I mean takes out the Tour de Force. And already, I mean, Socher, you see 26 kills on the scoreboard, and the Tour de Force in their hands. You gotta wonder if anything could happen in a round like that. So taking out such an impactful player like that. So great. Good job from Big Zo.
Fully agreed.
10-11 Sly. Whew.
I'm over here. I'm sweating. I'm feeling the pressure that the players are probably feeling 10, 20 times over. I mean, with the first map, you aren't really able to hold your sights, but on such a defensive map, being able to equal out these rounds and whatnot for both sides. Knowing that he's now in one or in that long position, he opts to pop his ult, push him off that B main angle, and can now stall just a bit further because they have so much stalling util.
5 with that knife in B main completely changes the attack there of Meeking. Gonna rotate through spawn, as you said. And now, I mean, a wall up. They can't go through A main again. The stall is there. They just take so much time off the clock. It's gonna be the smoke coming out, and Big Zo already knows exactly what they're gonna do.
The jet to updraft up, but it does have to fall off. They are going to have to just break the wall and then run back. It seems to be safe to hear this and call for the rotate to go back. Gonna have to pick up this mid though. Okay, Util does go back online.
Can the kill come through?
The fight first and will lose his life for it. Nice trying to pick it up with that op.
30 seconds left.
Now I think that is an interesting play to close the door if you are the Killjoy of Rogue.
Going to force him off the plane. 5-man on site now. Guys are picking up the res. And Big Zo getting one through the smoke.
Spike planted.
Yeah, that's just lucky. Yeah, I mean, not
this
lucky.
Is the round that will turn the tables.
Big Zo has some flashes and a wall online too. They can split off the site as Chaos gets a kill there. Blue's going down. Another kill coming through. Chaos can't stay alive now to 2v3. This post plant has been so clinical for Meeking so far. Big Zo does decide
the
to
wall
use
so you can scale over to that log position. No one's over there, but they are crossed. Both.
One enemy remaining.
Bangy getting both though. And there we go. 11-11. Tying it up on this attack half for Meeking. And I will say this is so close.
I mean, I could not pick a winner right now. I mean,
I'm so close to faint.
It could come down to the bottom frag getting a triple kill. It could be Big Zo getting an ace. I mean, it's all on the table right now for both of these teams as we go into the last 2 rounds. This is where boys become men, Sly. The tournament hopes trying to stay alive for Meeking. T3 trying their darndest not to go to a map 3 at this point. As thrilling as that map 3 would be, I'm sure T3.
They're feeling the exhaustion. They're feeling the pressure. Big Zo going to force him out of the A main now.
Yeah, just this also takes up a lot of space. You know that they're gonna, if they want to attack A, they're gonna have to re-enter slowly. They're gonna have to eat up a lot of that clock. Another knife there. That's gonna get 2. That might be telling enough. As looks like another just perfect stall coming in here from the defense. So much clock eaten up, but you still have to find the kills. You still have to know where they are, and that's not gonna help. Maestro going down first.
Not helping at all.
Here.
For the dash here is so
30 seconds left.
All that T3 has to do now is fully hold off and prevent this plant. But with none of them being stacked towards A, that could be a lot harder to do.
Yep. The bomb coming onto site now is fake. He has so much room to work with. The plant is going to go down. And so much positioning available here as well. This retake's going to be tough. No one's coming from the back. Treehouse has really no reason to look over there. As the push onto the top. Wig holding near generator. That's a good kill. Now 4.
Ended.
But Wig gets 2 there by the jet. 8 HP still up as Big Zo gets 2.
Zo getting 2. It's a
now
2
1 enemy remaining.
Oh, but they don't know if
clean pick. And eating chaos as well. 12-11 for Meeking. Oh, we might see another
Match
overtime situation.
point.
We might see a 13-11 and see a map 3. Who knows?
We are on the edge of glory here, Sly. Which team can pull it out here on Ascent? One more attack round for Meeking, and not the best buy online here for the side of T Cubed.
Now we've seen Meeking take it home from that OT situation. We've seen them get to that OT situation. What's with them on attack? We need to see if they can make it on that defense. They need to not give out these opening picks, all this opening util. They sort of play slower and not aggro as much for these picks. But also, from Meat Gang, they can't just get overzealous and just swing. But who knows, we might see a Marshall coming out from Rogue here in mid.
Yeah, and we know how much of a game changer, yes, a simple gun like the Marshall could be. You just gotta win that first duel. Flash gonna come out. It's gonna find Rogue over there, but Fakey holding tight over here at B. Again, a lot of this clock being eaten up, but time and time again, Meeking has shown that doesn't matter to them. They can,
as long as they have those 4 seconds left, they can still get that bomb down.
Yep, they can still make it work, and I do an efficient post plant. You gotta hope Rogue can stay alive here. They do have that ultimate online. That lockdown can be a game changer.
I think the pull back from that mid though.
Yeah, Rogue has to play super safe here. That smoke's gonna go out, maybe give him a chance to rotate out of there. And the A execute might be left in motion. Oh, what a kill there by Fakey. Another kill by Fakey.
Getting caught by the Stinger from Casper in a 2v4. Does have that post plant denial.
They are going to get the plant
and keep the off instead. Is suppressed. Blue doesn't get behind the wall still.
Chaos gets the kill. Bringing it to a 2v3. Maybe thinking someone's under hell there. Not the worst molly in the world, but it's still going to be a lot of work, an uphill battle to force this overtime push. Chaos making their way through tree, but Treehouse, guess what? Right next to the tree, doesn't see him, and now it's up to Rogue. Gets the headshot, but it's not enough, and we're going to a map 3 slide. Wow.
I'm sweating.
And I got some great news for you too, Sly. Map 3 is gonna be bind.
We've seen it all. We've seen it all week so far. Y'all have seen it from different casters' POVs. I've seen it from ours. But now we're going to see it through the eyes of two of the most attack-sided teams I've seen in a while.
Absolutely.
Find the attacker's paradise.
Some of the most frag-heavy teams I've seen as well. I mean, every round is just so in the grasp of both these teams, and it just takes that one player to put it on themselves to get 2 or 3 kills when it matters most. We've seen that from Socher. We've seen that from Big Zo. We've seen it from Fakey, Treehouse, Maestro. I'm just going down the list, and I'm it's insane.
So I'd say, well, we let the teams pick their sides, get themselves ready. Let's go to a small break on our end because, you know, we need to get our breaks as well. We've been doing a whole lot of talking. We know we've had Ryan over here spitting for the last 2 hours straight now.
Yeah,
let's give ourselves a little bit of time to breathe.
Don't go anywhere. Map 3 is coming up shortly.
We'll be right back.
Hello, everyone. We are back. I know for all you East Coasters, it's midnight, but we got a final map here on everyone's favorite, and of course, my favorite to watch, their favorite to cast. It's Bind. Here, we got Meat Gang versus Teddingtons. And how you guys feeling so far?
It's been a ride, to say the least. I've seen a lot from both sides. We've seen a lot of nail-biting rounds, some crazy sweeps. We've seen just about everything in between, and I'm ready to see how the two most attack-sided teams in this tournament so far are able to take the most attack-sided map and put it to good use.
Yep, absolutely. Hey, some may say it's a marathon, not a sprint, and that is what we've seen tonight. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen two maps of Valorant go as far as those two did in the same match. I mean, both these teams so evenly matched. They're going neck and neck, and that's just the start. We got one more map. We could see another 13-10, 13-11, like we've seen so far. Maybe another overtime, like we saw in Haven. And not only that, remember, these teams have to be prepared mentally. They have more matches the rest of the week. The winner of this goes on to play Squirtle Squad, as you can see on the bracket on your screen. That's on Friday. And then the grand finals as well. Either of these teams look like they could be contenders for a grand finals run. It's a marathon, Sly. It's a marathon, fmell. It's all weekend. It's gonna be fun to watch.
Amazing.
Now, speaking of which, match MVP, a very quote-unquote important award that we will have to give out at the end of this match. Who do we think for each side is the front runner?
Oh boy,
That's a loaded question right now. I mean, we've seen great stuff from almost the entire team on both sides. I mean, we've had Big Zo last game on Teddingtons just absolutely kill it with those entry frags, kill it with those retakes, and being able to turn those 1vX's into just 1v0s and just winning those rounds. We've had Maestro, who completely picked up the slack on that first map, just running rampant and being able to just tie the team back together and do as the name says, become a Maestro and clean up. How do you feel about those on the side of Meat Gang? Who do you think deserves it?
I mean, it could be anyone. As many, like, Fakey popped off on that first map, Haven. 38 kills. Insane stat line. But on that second match, Socher came in and, I mean, proved that they are dominant. They are the best player in the lobby. I'm here. I'm ready to absolutely dominate. Socher could be up for that contention. But I mean, you got to look at all the rest of the players too. Blue, effective on that Omen so far through the first two maps. Treehouse, coming in clutch multiple times in situations just like Big Zo had as well. Just clutch situations, 1v2s that they turn into a 1v0. Using effective flashes, getting onto that position. So I'm excited to see what someone like Treehouse, what someone like Blue pulls out on a map like Bind, as we already do see T Cubed pulling out 4 of their picks for sure. 5. They're already locked in.
Oh yeah. Still waiting and still hovering over there on the side of Meat Gang. But let's talk about this T3 comp. Once again, we got Big Zo back on the Reyna. He felt it on the Phoenix, but you know, it's all user preference. Personally, I'm a big Phoenix man myself. Been playing Phoenix since the beta, so it was wonderful to see him getting some use in this tournament. But going back to the Reyna, sticking with what works. You get those kills, get his miss, you're out of there. We have Chaos on a different flash this time. He is on the Sky instead of the KO. We've seen his KO be really strong so far, but who knows, his Sky could be even better. We've got the KJ to lock down once again. Rogue picking up all that slack, just killing it on the KJ again. You have Casper this time taking the switch onto Initiator instead of Sage, picking up that breach in order to get those utility style frags and whatnot. And of course, the one, the only Maestro on that brick. How about over there on the Meat Gang side?
Now that's an interesting comp. I mean, Socher going off the chamber onto the Sova, very interesting. It's gonna be Wig onto that Sky. So a lot of information gonna come out from Wig and Socher. it'll be interesting to see how they utilize this together. Blue sticking on that Omen seems like a main comfort pick for Blue. Not a problem at all. They obviously won at least one of the maps. Treehouse going over to the Rays, gonna pick up the Duelist because Fakey is the one that's gonna go over to the Chamber. Two maps worth of Jet, gonna go over to the Chamber, maybe pick up the op a little bit more here as we get underway in our third, and I promise guys, final map, even though maybe I'd want to see 4, maybe I'd want to see 5. This has been such an excellent match. Here goes Bind.
Let's do it. And here we go immediately over towards that B-sided play from Me Gang. 2 on the B site. We've seen plenty of teams being able to 2-man hold this B several times, but can they do it with such an attack team on both ends? We do know that one is close to Hookah, but
Listen up.
I was getting that opening pick.
And Casper getting again a little antsy. You want to find some other players. You need some intel, and just steps a little too far around that corner. Now sight's a little bit open here, and the plant's gonna go down there for Me Gang. Or is it? I mean, you killed them out.
3. Immediately a 2v3.
Last player standing.
Makes that a
Now it's up to
3v1 now.
Yep, it's all up to
up to
Fakey
Fakey.
here. Got a lot of damage done though, so some shots just need to be body. Although Maestro does get healed up there.
Teleport
Rogue
ready.
might be able to get some heals as well. So close to that spike being put down.
30 seconds
It's
left.
not going to go through. Now Fakey, in a basically impossible task, knows maybe someone is around that corner there. It can't be 100% as might try to find someone in the elbow position. And what a great
Teleport's
retake
ready.
there for the side of T cubed.
10 seconds left.
Pardon, monsieur.
Ooh, what a great shot.
I have the spike.
The turret maybe getting a little bit of issues. Has to stick to plant
and
here.
losing the round, not being able to get the plant down.
Yeah. Oh, and the kill. I mean, chaos right through
Of
the wall.
course.
What a great,
Man.
quick retake there from the side of T cubed.
Opening defense pick.
Yeah.
You've seen it 4 times already now. Defense getting that pistol round win.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey,
the
maybe,
textbook once
maybe
again.
that's the key. That is the key. I'm excited to see. Oh, Rogue has quite the setup here on the Killjoy for this site. So it's going to be hard to get all the way in here. There's a swarm inside a tube. The alarm bot there. Nice, not really head glitch, but you know, you can't see the full body of the turret, so gives it a little bit of protection. As it looks like it might be a little bit of a default here. Just again, information is all they need. Treehouse working towards Hookah. Don't want Casper to lose a life yet again.
Playing slow towards this Hookah. And A main was a nice clean default.
Stun comes out there just to maybe scare them off a little bit. And no information. No one knows where anyone is right now, but Chaos gets the first kill. Wig goes down. And another great way to start the round.
Teleport's ready.
This advantage might be huge. Fakey maybe wants to find a kill there, but gets smoked out. It's going to be forced back into showers. The attack could come from anywhere right now. You don't have any concrete evidence of where this hit is going to be as Treehouse works their way into Hookah. Has a few abilities online too. Can maybe force out some of those
30
players
seconds
on
left.
B.
And as you can see, nobody pushed out of long yet. So, Hidden Rogue isn't necessarily picking up, but that turret is going to see him first. They are going to be trapped now in Hookah and long with the alarm bot coming out. Casper picking up the one on the raise. They do have to worry about the TP now.
10 seconds
As
left.
Fakey picks up another with that deagle,
Spike
picks up
down
2.
B. Last player
Are they gonna
Do
get
they
spiked
run
down?
the
No,
Maestro?
Maestro.
No.
Maestro comes in and sweeps up the rest, and 2-0 already. Again, 2-0.
It's about
who
the same
cares?
as we've seen so far.
Okay. We'll see how this third round goes. But another impressive start. Hey, those 2 rounds can go a long way. It's just a little bit of comfort here to start off the game. Now rifles being bought on the attacker side. Maybe a more concrete execute might come through for that offensive team, Sly.
Now, we have said that this map is attacker-sided. However, with so many close angles to clear, these sort of specters and judges, as we've seen before, are able to keep the opponent out and just really bring back some rounds that we thought were lost.
Treehouse just doing their best here to work this hookah. Put pressure on it. Just make someone think that someone's there. And same with Fakey here in long. Just you want to hold these angles as long as possible. You just want to gather information, work your way up, find the site that works best for your team. They know the Killjoy plays here. Nice double sleeve there as the turret is going to go down. Making their way through hookah. I mean, it's just clearing every angle, being so rough. Careful. Smoke goes down. That's gonna stall them out a little bit, but Fakey doesn't care. That's huge. And now
that calls for the team to rotate over.
Yeah. Now Treehouse is in quite a difficult position here. Trapped in the corner, stunned up, flashed up. Just, I guess, trying to stay alive as long as possible. Somehow still alive. Fakey in an absolute war zone. Gets two over there.
Fakey is so sure.
Yeah.
Fully cleaning up the site. And about the same we've seen all night, folks. 2-1. Meat Gang putting their first point on the board with this rifle buy.
Yeah, and then looking again, I mean, you have the tour de force now available online for Fakey. Gonna use it right off the rip here, as we need a tactical timeout, of course.
Might have some hardware issues and whatnot going on. Discord, bro.
Discord. But in the meantime, again, we've seen this a lot. That third round, just it is that bonus round. I mean, losing it's not the most important, not the biggest deal, because you can still buy, a lot of rifles. You can get the tour de force if you're on the side of Fakey. I mean, if you had a chamber. So now it's an even match. Now this is really where we're gonna see how strong these teams are on offense and defense this map. We're gonna see how effective this X2 can be against a full buy on the other side. This is gonna show us a lot how this first half is gonna go.
And I'm 100% there with it. I've seen some interesting plays on Bind before. I'm ready to see some more interesting plays on Bind tonight. Well, actually, today it is past midnight. We have been here for quite a while, but
this morning,
there's no problem with us. This morning has been quite an interesting one round. We're ready to see how both the rifles on both sides will be played, as we've seen some interesting rifle buys. We've seen some interesting light buys, some pistols. Almost every pistol, it's been textbook. You win the pistol, you win the force, you lose the rifle buy. What we need to see is a change on that fourth round. If we can get that momentum back on the defense side, things can be changed.
Both these teams in a predicament. And ultimates are also such an important part of this game. Like I said, this tour de force, it gives Fakey the chance to buy for a teammate. And I mean, you got so much on the other side. You're so close to ultimates. Maestro almost has theirs, and a Brim, you can take up a lot of space with that ultimate. And if you use them right, you can clear space. You can force enemies out. You can find out where enemies are. There's so much to be had with the ultimates in this game. So maybe taking control of some of those orbs might be important. Getting through showers, something like that. As we work to fix this little tech issue here, shouldn't be too much of a problem for much longer. Again, we still got so many more games to play this entire week. We got our first semifinal tomorrow. We got another semifinal. The winner of this game will be playing in that one against Squirtle Squad, by the way, on Friday. Me and Sly will be there to cast that one. And then, of course, the granddaddy of them all on Saturday.
Rands.
It's going to be a thriller. And, of course, if any of the other matches are even close to what we're seeing here, It's gonna be insane.
All right, so it seems like we're ready to go.
Waiting.
Just waiting for the other team to say R. I mean, to me, it looks like they are. Let's see it then.
All right. Timer starts counting down yet again, and we're right back into it. Another little bit of a default play here. Again, especially with all these rifles on lock here for both these teams, you want to play slow on the attack. You want to get as much information as you can.
As you see here, we have a Sky getting that info on that shower side, spotting Fakey.
That's
Opting not to
dangerous.
push him.
Yeah. A little bit of work up sand towards Hookah here. Looks like a little bit of battle going on. The headshot there.
Moving just to K to defend for the site alone. But knowing there is still a lot of util being used towards that A site. Opting to just leave and like they're calming that a lot of people have just left off the A site. Plenty of room to work with.
Yeah, look at all that space. Wig can find some more angles more confidently, as Fakey might have to look for a pick here with the tour de force. As that might be a perfect fake
that
there.
Might be a full team rotate, and there we go. Wow. Everybody off of the B site now. Opting to just go back. What a beautifully timed play.
Yeah, a great fake there. That plant goes down, and now in this post plant, it's gonna be hard to find an opportunity to get even a pick. Blue gets one with the headshot there. Chaos going down. Maestro does take out Fakey, who had the tour de force in the hands, and Maestro gets another one. Again, in heaven here, has so much to work with.
Open up the sky.
Might be using the ultimate there. Why not? His wig goes down as well, and now Sosher back up into showers.
Beautiful remake so far. This might be it. One does have to stick this. And there we go. The tide of battle. Everything we've seen so far has changed. We now have a third round on the board for defenders for their first half. My God, the story is changing.
Wow. Who knows?
Haven't seen it yet. We haven't seen it yet, folks. But
three maps of Valorant could, 3 maps of Valorant could, in fact, be different. What do you know?
Looks like we were watching the same story over and over again, but it seems like somebody's got the pen and they're changing every sentence.
Let's see if Meeking can, or sorry, T3 could run with this. It's a perfect opportunity, especially as you said on such an attacker-sided map, to get these first 3 out of 4. Have rifles in your advantage like this. Have money in your advantage. It's gonna be fun to.
More stuff from this. See here, even still, Fakey is going to take up the shower space. The flash isn't going to see anyone due to the one-way.
Working through showers. A dog hits Maestro up in lamps. Fakey just trying to find another opportunity here.
Turret seeing one in hookah.
Smoke's down.
Good flash there. Maestro gets a little lit up, but Fakey's the first one to fall.
Molly.
Okay, this does get the one on Fakey, and now putting a lot more pressure onto Meat Gang to sort of make some sort of coordinated group play to take a site, as they do have to push with a lack of numbers.
Looks like they're banking on the fact that a rotate has come through, but everyone's still parked up over on B. You got 3 there actually, and as the bomb walks its way up sand, maybe over to long here, it's gonna be a difficult task.
30 seconds left.
All of these members onto the site.
Here. Okay.
One already. Big Zo gets one there with the headshot, and now onto the site. Attempts to go Big Meat.
And there we go.
A few trades coming out. But is it going to be enough? Do they know Maestro's up in hookah? It doesn't look like Blue does. The kill's going to
the flash. Leaving it for a 1v2. Wig having to plant safe without much room to work with. And does get caught by KS as the bomb is about to go down. 4-1. Some amazing rounds off on the side of T3. This could be the game changer that we needed.
Yeah, I think T3 are really feeling it right now. on the defense. It seems like everything's going their way. They're winning the fights. I mean, again, we said this on Haven where Fakey could not lose a gun battle. Like it seemed like they were getting the upper hand, but so far the last map and a half, 2 maps, people have been getting the upper hand of Fakey, which is surprising to me. Fakey seemed like an untouchable god, and maybe just relegated to a normal Valorant player yet again. It's going to be a fast push here onto B. A lot of damage being done with Honest Fury, and it's going to be Casper going down. So sure, great play there, but that lockdown might buy a little bit of time for a rotate to come through. See that Skye walking around, but it seems like they still want to hit this B as the dogs come out here.
Opting 2 to use the teleporter could be just a fake though, but the rest of the team is rotating from
Teleport's gone.
B short position. AJ is going to take up some space back on in order to sort of confirm or deny this push, but they are just going to wrap back around, having drawn a lot of attention from that site away over to A. They are just going to fast hit with just KJ there.
Yeah, and you as that KJ, as Rogue, you gotta play super slow. Gotta wait for your team at this point. No need to be reckless and try to get a pick as they push onto site anyway. Can't get it though. Blue takes them out as the rotate isn't there, and Blue keeps pushing forward. Another kill going through as the Seekers come out. They know exactly where these last 2 members are. It's a 2v5. Sly, I think the tides are turning yet again, but Big Zo doesn't care. Gonna use the ultimate. Definitely
2v5 situation.
Fakey gets
1 enemy
damage.
remaining.
But Blue again, a headshot gets him down. Might just want to run out here. Another headshot. Doesn't know the way out.
Still getting shot down with Meat Gang getting their second on the board.
Yeah, again, another great round there for Meat Gang. Just to keep it close, just to bring it back. You lose a round like that, and you might have to lose the next 2 or 3 because of the economy situation. But now you flip the script. You can win maybe 2 or 3 on your side and take the lead, tie it up, get some guns in your favor. And we have another match on our hands.
Indeed. Oh, this game is definitely another nail biter. We're already
Scanning ahead.
So you're gonna use the dart there. Knows at least Chaos is lurking around, which isn't too rare as the dog comes out looking to see if they can find anyone in long. I like that cheeky Killjoy spot is Fakey. Gets a lot of damage done, but no kill. Good play there.
Now Fakey take the 5v3 here on the B side. One already committed the elbow, catching Chaos off guard.
1 enemy remaining.
That'll about do it here for this round. Valorant.
In a beautiful round there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate the play there from Rogue. You sit in a cheeky spot with a shorty. You just try to get a cheeky kill and get out of there. But can't really find it on a thrifty. But now you got rifles yet again. Just try to not have them tie it up. Should be another good round here, Sly.
I 100% agree. Sorry about that. Was getting a message at the moment. So, I mean,
as we go into the 8th round, I mean, you really only have the Rolling Thunder online, maybe for a retake there. Nothing else really happening. Maestro's close to an ultimate as well.
They are all on full rifles, though.
Mm-hmm. Just a click of a button could change the entire direction of this round. So she's gonna grab that orb up in long. This Fakey looks for someone to shoot at. A drone coming out. Maybe they just clear some angles. Does find that Killjoy up there. That's a huge find as they don't know what to do. Rogue caught in a difficult position. What a nice trade.
B.
Now 2 trades on both sides. There's a 3v3 here going onto this B site. It seems like they want to commit, but that Killjoy still sitting in hookah is gonna. It's just gonna be a problem. But Fakey's all the way around. The timing was perfect. They don't know that Fakey's right behind them. He's gonna find the headshot onto Maestro. Can he find the headshot onto Big Zo as well? Doesn't look like it. Maybe playing a little more safe, but now Zo in a difficult position. Fakey what a flank. Finds everything. The bomb still in Hookah. Can Rogue find a way to figure this one out? Doesn't look like it. Blue's there for that shot. And we're all tied up at 4.
The exhaustion's getting me, man. It's getting hard to commentate these. Every round is just looking so good. Just got so many good players on both sides. I'm over here contemplating who's going to be the MVP, who's taking home this victory. And right now, it's still looking neck and neck. I'm over here fully chopping off my fingernails at this point.
Fingernails? I'm down to my toes. I'm on toenails right now, Sly. Ooh.
I don't know if I'll have any of those left by the end of this game. The G Fuel's pushing me through.
Another great round there for the side of Meat Gang, who again have shown time and time again that they belong here. And Fakey, I mean, maybe a little bit disappointing of a map too, but up to 13 kills already on this chamber, just fragging out right here when the team needs it most. As again, Treehouse works this mid position into Hookah. So much space. Treehouse has been so effective. Yep.
Treehouse has been controlling the Hookah side really well. As Fakey gets the kill on Casper, just waiting in Garden. Oh, and never mind. Chaos picks up the Stinger kill on Hookah.
The guns just aren't there
this
time.
Big Zo picking up that. Big Zo getting picked off in SCP. Now Maestro with the Marshall versus 4 on site. Might just try and grab him into the run, but gets head glitched and taken down by Blue. Look at beautiful for a 5-4 lead. Meat Gang coming back in and put himself back above on the board.
Looks like a timeout coming out on the side of T3 here. Not a bad idea, as you've lost a few in a row. Again, I mean, you started off strong, but then it started to fade away. You start to get a little nervous. You're not really winning the gunfights when you need to. You're on a bye now, and this is the most important round, because if you don't win this, then the last 2 rounds, you're pretty much just forcing into the half, and you don't want to do that at all. There's so much money on the side of Meat Gang that they don't care if they lose this round. They don't care if they lose the next round. They have the money to buy out for the rest of the half. So this round is so important for the side of T3.
And I agree. I think we're looking at something really tough here. For both sides, honestly, as it is rough.
I mean, it's just been such a back and forth battle. I mean, you go 4-1, and then now you're down 5-4 in a blink of an eye. Things change, and that's just the way the game has been working today. That's the way these two teams have been playing. I mean, sometimes you get a few kills, sometimes you miss a few shots, and at the end of the day, the score shows it. Whoop. And then
sounds like something's beeping over there. You might want to go check on that.
Don't worry about that. That's just a timer. Anyway, another B push coming here. They're really confident, but look at Hookah there. There's 2 sitting. Maybe a little bit of bait up in that Hookah as Fakey tries to work their way around. Is it going to be enough?
Once again, running it up. Those get cut off by Maestro with Wig picking up that kill instead. Flashed out. Casper picking up 1.
1 enemy remaining.
Back does get felt on the cross. All that's left is for 1 player left in Hookah.
Yeah, this B attack so far has been beautiful from Meat Gang. You know, it just doesn't seem like T3 has an answer at all. They just, I mean, they tried that cheeky little bait game up there this round. They've tried Killjoy, putting everything everywhere, and just they can't lock down B for whatever reason.
Another difficult one to hold as Wig gets the 3rd for the round and makes it 6-4 for Meat Gang. Meat Gang coming out with another decent advantage.
It's so hard when you're in a position like that. I mean, it's hard enough to hold a site, but when they're attacking it time and time again without fail, that takes a toll on you. You think maybe we should stack 4, maybe we should stack all 5. Why not? I mean, you need answers, and you're coming up with them on the fly. This isn't your game plan. You didn't scrim for this, and so it gets sloppy. And you see again, we have
you want to play? Let's play.
Being played here as the attack goes for B. Another bait situation as Maestro has the judge in their hand. And Fakey looking for something here in long, but they know exactly what's going on. Maestro, dead.
Maestro getting taken out by the Rays. As we now know, Gas is gonna get sprayed out by Treehouse. Treehouse picking up so many kills on this hookah. It's looking kind of impossible to stop him right now.
Yeah,
as he does have the showstopper online.
The Rays is so effective at getting into positions like that, getting into a small hallway. As that showstopper, not even necessary, but it's gonna take down Casper.
Kill on Casper right now, but 3 from Treehouse once again, looking unstoppable.
Last round in the
that
half.
position. Last round so far from T3 on defenders, and getting 4 even still on this defense half is good.
Not bad.
Is a very strong position to be in, considering that both teams are so attack-sided, and you're on the most attacker-sided map in the game.
Yeah. I think, I mean, there's a good chance you see another B hit come out here from Meeking. It's worked flawlessly so far.
But once again, you got the Treehouse using that Yuto, going to immediately counter all of this, take a quick back.
Good play. That's a great play there. The Rolling Thunder comes out, you get the pick, and look how much space you've created. Now look how slow Meeking want to play. They have to even use a Sonic to make sure no one's pushed up. The Seekers come out too. They know that they have so much space to work with. 2 more ultimates online as well. You have the lockdown. Interesting play with the lockdown there. You don't have a lot of information, so using it on A might not be the best choice, but at least you know that they're not attacking A for the next 15 seconds. The drone comes out.
I've got your
B.
trail.
Back to site. And this might be a small problem here for these defenders. I mean, Fakey's all the way up in Alpha. Yeah, exactly. And Chaos has nowhere to run. They know Rogue. They heard the TP. They know the Rogue is up there. And Zoe gets one. Rogue gets another, so now it's back to a 2v2. And the ultimate online there for the Reyna of Zoe. It's going to be enough. Hiding in the corner is Rogue. And where this one is, can Zoe do it? Has the healing, has the damage. Can they find the shots? And they do. They bring it up to 5.
For that half.
Insane stuff there from the Reyna of Big Zoe. Again, another player that shows up when you need him most. And you said 4 was good on bind defense. I think 5's even better. And I'm pretty sure T3 will agree. Now Meeking have to somehow at least replicate what they just did on the defense.
Yeah. I mean, what a beautiful half from both sides once again. Another nail biter. It's just textbook. Seen it the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Running out of words to describe it.
1 more half to play in this game. It's anyone's game at this point. 5-7 on bind. It's T3 versus Meeking. Winner goes on to play Squirtle Squad as a hard rush onto long comes through. And can the shots hit? Socher getting a lot of damage and gets that bomb down.
B.
So much damage coming through from those shock arrows. Great stuff coming through. A great first defensive hold. Now the rotate has to come through. Maybe going market. Maybe hitting the end.
Good.
Got the spike.
I mean, look where Blue is hiding.
Yeah.
Are they going to be able to find a kill? Finds a kill. Perfect.
Picking up 1. We'll get traded out by hidden Rogue though.
That's right. You do take this guy out. That's a lot of utility out of the game now. You weren't sure if they maybe used their heal or not. You have some flashes offline. The plant is going to come through. Is it going to be enough? As Zoe looking for someone in lamps as Casper goes down, but Fakey gets the kill. Back and forth yet again as Casper gets a kill onto Fakey. So another 2v2 here. But look at that HP for the side of Casper. 2. It's not a lot to work with and no abilities online. And now struggling in lamps is Zoe. Just trying to find their way out of this. If they get a kill, they can maybe heal up. But it's not looking good. As Casper can find the kill. They do get the dismiss. Can they buy enough time here? Ring around the Rosie in lamps. Zoe looking for something to fake is there. You can hear the footsteps. This is gonna be enough. Does get the kill. Is the defuse online though? It doesn't look like it's
no,
Sly.
it is not. But there we go. Once again, this is the first time that we've had an attacker win the first round of a half, and it is looking. It's once again they're just making it closer and closer. They're making it harder and harder to grasp who's going to be the winner of this game.
Such a long battle so far. It's been a joy to watch. It's certainly one for the record books.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a great way to send off one of the teams into the semifinals to go up against Squirtle Squad. This is the first game of the tournament that is not a 2-0 blowout.
As it looks like an A hit here as Showers going through, and it doesn't look like there's anyone even there.
On site.
But did they expect?
We see one of these strats come out.
5 coming right behind him. I don't know if they expected. They've clear in sight finally. Ooh, what a shot there from Rogue. Gets a collapse too. Socher down to 22 HP. Won't be enough. Rogue looking for the shot. That's all right because Maestro is there to figure it out. Think he gets one. Don't think it's gonna be enough. Shots trying to come through from Rogue. Maestro Casper cleans it up. That's on my apologies. As 7-7, we're all tied up yet again in this match. It seems like every few rounds we have a lead change.
Indeed. I am so stunned watching this game. I haven't been this perplexed by a match in a while. No form of blowout. It looked like there was going to be a blowout in that game 1, but they brought it back. They clawed tooth and nail 10 rounds in a row to get into overtime and then won the map. Then on that second map, it was neck and neck the whole time.
Yep.
Getting it into this 13-11 win situation for the King. And now, once again, with Socher getting that first pick on Rogue with the Phantom. What is it looking up? Chaos picking up that Warp here as well in Showers.
Could it be yet again that we see the first 2 rounds won and that third one dropped off? Through Showers. Chaos gonna throw that flash out, that Hawk. Just try to get some information. As position. Yep. Blue.
Spike down.
Perfect thing as Maestro goes down. And that's the spike. Maybe not the best position to go through.
Wig does swing out and get the 1.
Yep. So now a 5v2 here.
1 enemy remaining.
5v1.
5v1. As Casper, not much to do, but walk around and maybe get a few exit frags. Doesn't have the bomb. And again, I mean,
sort of.
You win the first 2 rounds, and it's tough to win that third one. You don't have the rifles available. And you don't want to force the rifles either, because that's even more risky. You lose that, now you have absolutely
Team Ace.
You know that you tell. We'll get him.
Yeah.
As we get a Team Ace coming out from me. Beautifully done.
Fun to see Team Ace. See, Team Aces are great because everyone gets a kill, everyone's happy. Everyone felt like they did a little bit of something in that round. Picks everyone up. And now, the lead back in the hands of Meat Gang here. As T3 look for yet another answer. They have some rifles online, but is it going to be enough to go up against the juggernaut of Fakey and Blue and Wig, Treehouse Socher? I mean, remember how Socher was fragging so much last map at the bottom of the leaderboard? This map, that just shows you how versatile this team is, how anyone at any moment can step up. It's been a good one, and just a few more rounds to go. I'm sad to say.
I mean, it's 5 rounds on one side, 6 on the other. To go into another overtime could be anything really. Anything could come out of this, but it's been a fun game for both sides so far. They've had their frags, they've had their intel swap, they've had all of this stuff, and it has been amazing. Right now, they're just trading off some intel on both Hookah and Garden, and they might not catch the one under Hookah. Oh, there it goes. Maestro getting the trade, and Big Zell taking out Socher. They know one's immediately on their flank. Maestro just holding that, does get blinded and pushed off of it, but it seems like they're opting to teleport off now.
Yeah.
And there they go. But they don't know Maestro is still in Hookah. As he peeks out and does get treehouse.
1 enemy remaining.
And once more, Maestro looking clean. As they get a 3-person plan down with 1 going.
I mean, if we can maybe get a pick or two here, good. Doesn't look like it. Back tied up against Sly. When will the onslaught end? I mean, it's back and forth. Both these teams so evenly matched. I don't even have an answer. I couldn't tell one team to do anything better. I mean,
you're asking me, and I couldn't tell you, Ryan. I mean, it's been both ways. It's been up and down and left and right.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, both teams are just having fun.
Oh yeah,
that's the whole point of the tournament. You have to have fun. You have to show your skill. And so far, I mean, we've seen both teams really put into perspective just how strong each other is. So aggressive. This map being the most equal of the two. Even though it's attacker-sided, I would say Ascent showed that they can attack, do anything, but now we're seeing that they can defend with parts as well. And as we see, Maestro getting the first opening pick on the attack.
Smoke.
Two-person situation on site. Does get the ult out, does barely miss Rogue, but does get the one
Beacon down.
Going to opt to Brimstem out and force their way into the backside of site. With the Maestro ultimate on the line. Smoke CT.
tough position to be in. As we got through the wall there, gets it as the ultimate from Blue. Not gonna find anything too good there, but Big Zo still holding strong, but caught mid-reload, taken out. Is it gonna be enough though? Did they buy enough time? Doesn't look like it. Rogue can't find the kill, and the defuse gonna come through. Again on top is Meeking, 9-8, and we're heading into the final few rounds of this match. So I mean, looking at even the leaderboard right now, it's so close. Anyone could do anything. These teams so evenly matched. It's been a good one.
It's been amazing. They have been amazing so far tonight. Almost 1 in the morning over here on the East Coast. Thank you to everyone for tuning in, staying in. We've all got lives, we've all got things to do, but there's nothing like a good Valorant match to just sort of let everyone wind back and relax. But I mean, without this game going, I don't think any of us have been able to really sit back and watch. We've all been on the edge of our seats.
Oh
yeah. Neighbor said it himself. They are indeed so dead as he gets the first pick up off a Big Zo.
Yeah, a pick like that is so huge. Can really ruin the eco. It is a full buy coming out here from the side of T3. Ruining their economy would be perfect in the late stage of a map like this. As the rotate's going to come through. Socher trying to maybe set up something here as Seekers come out. Trying to figure out where these teams are playing. It looks like they're pretty sure they can move their way on through Hookah. A little bit of damage coming out there from Socher. So much pressure behind that site though, but it doesn't matter. Blue's in an off angle and gets one. Yeah, and gets TP'd out of there into the octagon. And Socher still on site, still firing, and it's like gonna be enough. It's 10-8.
Flawless.
Slide. You can feel the victory slipping out of the hands of T3 and into the hands of Meeking. I mean, Socher and Meeking are so sure of themselves right now. They're playing these off angles. Blue's in these weird spots that you don't check. I mean, I wouldn't check that.
I'm not checking out there.
Yeah, I mean, and it works. It's a crossfire. They know Socher is on site somewhere, but Blue distracts them long enough that Socher gets 2 kills on the site itself. It's it's basically perfect Valorant coming out here in the late stages of this match, and when you need it most too.
What we've seen out of here so far is a whole lot of we've seen a lot of one-and-done strategies coming out from both teams, and with those types of strategies, like, you can't really play on top of that box anymore. You can't play on that off angle now as Blue, because they're gonna clear it now. They're gonna start checking you. But I mean, hey, playing in your own smoke under Heaven, playing your own smoke under Hookah is a great way to just mix it up, changing up your positioning, getting those word picks. As you see, 2 teleport off, 2 rotate out of Hookah. Oh, the Rays picking up the one on Hidden Road.
Bomb still not seen yet, as far as I know, and Maestro's the one holding it near showers there by that teleporter. See if the rotate comes through. Not over just yet this round. It is 3-4, even though it is quite a half buy coming through for T3. As it looks like they're going to be attacking onto A here. Maestro gets one, and that might be the opening. Fakey does have that operator dancing around green box. The plant comes down. The miss there from Fakey. A rare miss for sure. And now they're trapped. Oh, some great kills coming through. Maybe a little ill-advised. You want to get that operator somewhere else. As Casper used the Rolling Thunder as well. Is it going to be enough? They have to work their way through lamps here to at least
He doesn't hear the defuse, though.
Oh, no.
As that is the round 8-11. Meat Gang inching closer and closer to victory. Looking delicious.
Hey, we say they're inching closer to victory, but how much closer could you get than 12-2 on Haven? So it's still anyone's game. All it takes is 1 or 2 rounds from Maestro or Big Zo to change the course of this game forever. Fakey has been absolutely insane on the chamber so far this map as well. I can see why that switch comes through. I mean, definitely Jet maybe a more of a comfort character for Fakey, but definitely the chamber working just as well here as the push onto A begins for T3, and they need this one more than ever. So much utility being pushed onto the site. You wonder if they'll even have enough for post plan.
You should run.
Gonna be the Killjoy as well. That's effective. Definitely.
Killjoy Yuto going to push them towards that hookah. Might have to make a play here, but Treehouse does get stopped in that lamp position. You know, have 3 towards CT, makes that 4 with the chamber rotating
Launching
now.
smoke.
They're gonna have to play a damn retake here. Only having a Sky ult online.
You do, of course. I mean, Maestro's hidden in showers with that ultimate, so you have at least that safety net going through, and you might need it with Soldier
playing
getting
off of this beautiful util from his teammates.
Rogue taking a lot of oppressing fire there. He has to use the ability, but is it enough? Have they bought enough time?
It's enough
Maestro
to
gets
bomb
one.
though. Now it's
gonna be
Fakey and
blue
Blue. They
down
are
to
going to
50.
have to stick as he swings. Oh, denies the bomb defuse. But now we are now on match point for Meat Gang.
Point.
It's all come down to this, Sly. The hours we spent watching this match, the hours they've spent playing the wins, the rounds, the comeback. It all comes down to this.
Oh,
Meat Gang are 1 point away. It's so close here. T3 need it more than ever now to have a hero play, to have someone step up, fill the shoes of a great player, channel their inner VCT champion, and come out on top. Again, this is a boy-man separator for sure. Gonna be the Hunter Fury coming out, but Fakey already won.
Hunter's Fury tagging none as they scale their way up here on A short. Will it be enough to sort of force them off with the team? We'll find out.
The hunt begins.
You know, at least a little bit of noise going to A short, and the rotate's gonna come through, but there's only 2 on A right now. Let's see if that's enough to hold them off for long enough. As Zoe looking for something with the ultimate. Empress online. But it looks like, yeah, it's gonna be the rotate. They've drawn enough out of B that they feel comfortable enough. But you know who's on B right now still? It's Fakey on that chamber.
And the Socia drone coming up to support him, clear the singles that he can't really bring up to. As the Brimstone comes down, fully denying the top angle. As Fakey starts
Fakey.
to grab the boxes. 1 on, 2 on top. In that mid, once again, Blue with the beautiful smokes. Blue has been playing pretty well this game.
Now it's even here for V4. Spraying through, it's Maestro and Casper
One
getting
enemy
1
remaining.
each. And now a breath of fresh air here for the attackers. Blue's still alive though. 3v1. Could a hero be born in the last moments? Does have the ultimate online if they need to get out quickly. So it looks like Zoe knows.
Does get the first peek there.
Yep, exactly where they are. 4 bullets online. Can't find the kill. And breathing yet again, our T3, but not comfortably. Not comfortably at all, as it's still match point. Looks like
I mean,
still a lot of money to go around here as well.
all Fakie needs to do is get one. He has his ultimate back online. Considering he only has 27 kills, so many from the ops. If
Yep.
he gets that ultimate online, he's going to be dead.
Yep. And like, I mean, an MVP candidate in Fakie as well. You don't want someone like that with that online as the push comes out. Can Maestro get the kill? It doesn't look like it. Fakie has one. Socher's gonna get an orb as well, and now back against the wall yet again here for the side of T3.
Blue
Can they make a
opting to
word?
teleport all the way into shower.
My God, Sly. All comes down to this. 3 holding on A right now as well. So this A hit might be a little difficult against the 4 members of T3. Blue coming down as Casper makes their way to the point. The rest of the team members.
There we go, all the way to
So-
the shower. Wig getting one.
Ooh. Doesn't check the corners. And Sly, it's not looking good for T3. They have to find some kills. Casper finds one there. But is it going to be enough? The Rolling Thunder comes through as well.
Rolling
That's a
Thunder
lot
is
of space
only
creation.
one in heaven. They are
Hidden
ready
Rogue
for the
finds
game to
one.
peek
Whoa.
out, though.
Just when you
Wait,
think
Fakie
it's
is on the
over,
flank.
it's not. I don't even know if Fakey's coming.
Will they be able to bring down that gate? No.
Oh, but they do. They do know Fakey's coming, and the headshot's good. It's a 2v3 now, completely flipping the script. Will
Socher does get blinded in backside.
one in lamps. A lot of damage coming through from that, and Treehouse finds the kill.
Swinging out, clearing him out.
Swarm grenade
A
out.
2v2. Can Rogue get there in time?
standing.
I don't know. Rogue's going on a huge flank.
1v2.
They do have that swarm down. Is it going to be enough? They have to find the
enemy
peak here.
remaining.
They find the kill. Is it again yet enough? 1v1. Rogue finds the kill. And
Picking it up and finishing the round.
oh my goodness, another nail biter. Up to 10 is T3, and they've just
Say, I'm
bought
down to chomping off
themselves.
fingers like SpongeBob now. I'm down to eat my whole hand. I'm out of nails. We're getting closer and closer to another overtime. And boy, is the exhaustion kicking in on both sides. Feel the fatigue in the air.
Yeah.
Who knows? They could
I mean,
be built for this.
the economy on the side of Meat Gang isn't looking too hot either. They have to take a half buy here.
That's a good spot.
It is going to
Remember,
be
they
Fakie.
do have
Through
the
the
Tour de
force.
Force online.
Yeah. Not a bad choice at all. That could single-handedly win them this fight, especially if it looks like a B hit is coming. They do know exactly where he's playing, though. They saw it with the dog. Is it going to be enough? Looks like they're just
Might be
leaving.
enough to force them
They
on the
didn't
rotate.
even want to touch it. Yeah. Not a bad decision as that was Maestro. Drops down
The
onto
light
point.
firepower.
Woo! Just barely missed over the head.
Holy
Is
smoke.
that Marshall shot from Blue? And the smoke's coming down. 3 smokes on. They have to know someone's in showers by now. They haven't cleared it. Maestro goes around, takes the corner. Is he going to find the kill? And does. 1 dead there. 2 dead now as Rogue comes in through the flank.
Even if this round is lost by Meat Gang, they still have 1 more round to work with on a full buy before they go into the OT. So this is probably the best case scenario for them with this light buy. Just to pick up a couple more kills with these guns.
One enemy
Fakey.
remaining.
Fakey's
As
alive.
Fakey gets
Fakey's
full
not
blinded.
alive.
Socher getting 2 though.
1v3 here for Socher. Might try to make a hero play. Doesn't go for it. And we're in our potential final round yet again. It's 11-12 here in our 3rd map. It went the distance. This is as distance as it goes, Sly. I mean, both teams have put their all into this game tonight.
And you can really feel the tension as both teams are feeling every bit of the nerves, knowing that one of them can either take it to overtime, win the game, take it home, or win right now 13-11 and go up against Squirtle Squad next game, a couple days from now.
I've got your trail.
It's going to be the Seekers out early here. So they know only 2 playing on the side of the B. Watch out, an operator in heaven on A from Fakie. Maybe a little unsuspected. Are the smokes, is the utility going to be enough there? Fakie just holding this angle. Has 28 kills, trying to make it 29 somewhere as Chaos works their
Blue
way.
being caught while jump spotting.
Good Hunter's Fury there. Ooh, is it going to be enough? Ooh, Rogue
Almost
stays
gets the
alive.
second. Knowing that there is 1 towards Suka position, at least. Are we doing 2 or 3 now?
Flash out.
5 in hookah now. I mean, hey, you know no one else is in hookah, I guess. It's a lot of space ahead. Rogue's gonna be healed up a little bit. And Socher's still holding down the site. No room for error here at all.
Fakey is still there, holding it on the op. As
Still.
Wig does go back to support.
Abilities online. for
30
both these
seconds left.
teams. It's gonna be the smokes going out.
To be an A finish.
Yeah, Fakey has to find something with the operator here if they want a chance. A nice molly there might actually force Fakey back a little bit, and it does. It's gonna be Zoe finding the first kill. A nice satchel there, taking a lot of health away from Maestro.
Plant, though.
Clearing out.
Oh, he sees more still coming out.
And there goes Maestro down, back into a short area. They have the ultimate online. Rogue had to take a long trip there, down to like 3 HP just to stay alive. Fakey finds one.
Alive and the Brim already 4-post plant.
Prepare for hellfire.
Brim out for more kills coming through. I don't know.
But
this isn't a
with
great
smoke,
position.
This could be everything.
Another kill comes through. They're sticking the defuse. It's halfway. Blue
It is
gets 2.
Casper
Casper gets another kill.
They're getting
Casper,
2.
no shot. Casper pulls this off. There's one trade. Oh, the Rolling Thunder. No shot. Casper has done it.
Casper delayed the plant long
One
enough.
enemy remaining.
We're going to an overtime.
Casper has done it. We're going all the way, baby.
Switching sides.
Overtime on
Overtime.
Vine, map 3.
Now this is a quarterfinals match. This is a match if I've ever seen. This is 2 teams playing to their maximum, putting everything on the line, every piece of you. Though that looked unlosable in that 2v1 situation. Only for him to get the 2 kills, get the Rolling Thunder online, and launch it as soon as he heard that tap. That's all just intuition. That's all just being ready.
Yep.
He was there. He was ready for all of it. Now it is T3 on the defense.
That's what we've been saying. It could be anyone at any moment. It doesn't have to be Fakey. It doesn't have to be Maestro or Big Zoe. It could be Casper. It could be Wig. It could be anyone making these plays at any moment in this match. And that's how good it is. As sides switch, and then we start overtime for our 2nd time tonight. Looks like a slow B hit coming through.
We've seen Meat Gang be able to just fully pull out, especially with Treehouse and his firepower pushing into the hookah. We've seen these plays before. Getting cut off on the guard, having to walk through the spam. Casper picking up the one on the long.
That's a good way to start it, and that scares off the side of Meeking. They're taking this one back. They might switch it over to A here, but the full rotate didn't even initiate. They still have 2 members on the other side. Is there any way that we just saw another perfect play come out here as Cass gets a kill with a 5v3? It's not looking good. And Zoe finds another, and a perfect defense coming through here in overtime. The plant's gonna look like it's like one down here.
Remaining.
As one in
Killer
shower.
is so short. Diving it into a 1v4 with blue. Teleporting over to the cubby.
It's gonna be
a very difficult position to play in.
nearly
impossible, but gets cleared up by Maestro. As we now look at a match point for T3.
Yeah,
I mean,
the 2nd time tonight that T3 have had their backs against the wall for multiple rounds in a row. They've won now 5 in a row. They were down so much here in this match, and now they have taken the lead. Point. It feels it's inevitable for them to win. It feels like it's their destiny. But there's one thing standing in their way, and that's Fakey and Meat Gang. 30 kills on the board for Fakey. Again, putting the team on his back, doing as much as they can. We'll see what shenanigans they have to pull out here. And is that a 4-person shower rush coming out here from Meat Gang?
Yes, it is. And we've known that on their defense, they've been known to sort of just aggressively take this space on certain parts of the map. We've seen them do it on long, we've seen them do it in hookah, and now we're seeing them in shower. But Rogue is not caught off guard, but it is get traded out by Wig.
I think you take that. You take
looking at the situation now, it's rough.
Yeah.
Taking both Fakey and one of the hidden stars of this game Rogue out of the situation. But Rogue on attack. This post plant is going to be wild if the bomb can even get. Flash sees no one. However, Roomba is destroyed by the Yuko. We see the flash out. We see you, and we know that multiple are rotated over, but they are rotating back. They might give the comm to Blue to leave.
Looks like they do recognize the rotate is coming out. They don't know Maestro's still sitting here in shower. That smoke goes away. Might be able to find a kill just in time, that smoke.
Blinding.
So now the full rotate. Maestro has to get over there, though. As Casper,
30
onto the
seconds
point.
left.
Location revealed. They're going to get the plant down, but they don't have a lot of room to work with as the retake's already been initiated.
But they
And
did the
Treehouse.
off guard.
Woo!
Still a 3v3
Treehouse
without
is
only a
waiting.
2-person on site.
Is it gonna be enough here? They know exactly where Chaos is. So much damage coming through. Manages to drop down somehow. And Casper hiding right here. The drone sees him. Is it gonna be enough? Another kill coming through. It's back and forth. It's a 2v2 with so much health gone there from Chaos and taken out by Socher. Now it's a 2v1. They don't exactly know where this Reyna is. Has to peek out here from Octon. Gets one. Gets a dismiss two. Now it's a 1v1 for the match here, Sly. It could be anyone. The fake goes through. And a shot!
Big Zone taking the
Attackers
game,
win.
bringing it home for T3. 14-12.
Agony of defeat, the thrill of victory. It was all here. What a match between these two teams.
I
Three-
could not breathe that.
3
whole
hours
time.
of thrilling Valorant comes to a poetic end on Bind. 14-12, 2-1. T3 takes it, moves on to the semifinals. My goodness, what a night for Valorant here at the fmell Monthly Melee.
All I can say is
Wow.
GG to both teams.
GG's to both team.
What a.
Good.
Teddingtons
Good,
did it.
Good stuff, everyone. Good stuff.
They did it. I cannot believe it. Oh my goodness.
And here are the cons there. Wow.
Everyone can feel it.
MVP. I don't even know what to say. Just what
There's
what an
too many.
incredible
I would
match.
say the whole team. I would say the entire team was the MVP. there.
I'd say the
Such-
entire lobby. Even
Yeah.
Neptune,
Yeah.
even Neptune the coach. The casters
the
are
coach.
the MVP. Like,
Look
oh
at the
my.
Twitch chat.
Twitch
Give
chat
it-
is the
give it up to
MVP.
Twitch chat. Twitch chat.
But I think that if we have to give anyone, personally, my pick, I'm gonna have to go with Big Zo. Very good on Ascent, very
Really?
clutch. But Maestro Beep definitely was another very
Maestro.
great candidate.
I would say in that last game it was low-key Rogue that was an MVP, even though he didn't
Hey.
frag out. Rogue had so many good rounds. Casper coming in, especially on that clutch to get them into that overtime. Chaos playing beautifully on that Sky as well that last game. Every player from T3, the Teddingtons, was amazing. But I will say, Big Zo earned it in those last two games. As Maestro did put the team on his back a little bit in that first game, Big Zo really just kept hitting harder and harder in those next two. So I would give my MVP to Big Zo.
And Ryan.
I think, shout out every single player in this lobby. Everyone stepped up in their own ways. But I think Big Zo does take it. I think that Phoenix play on that second map, I mean, just the pure consistency throughout all three maps. You need a player like that can consistently frag. You can count on them in the big moments. And they got the final kill of the entire match. They clutched it up there on Bind. What an incredible match from Big Zo. MVP for me.
All right. And it seems that Big Zo is our match MVP for the final quarterfinals. Let's get him in here. Big Zo, congratulations on match MVP, an absolute thriller of a series.
Thank you.
How do you feel?
It is a range of emotions, let me tell you. I mean, between that first game, those 12 rounds we had to win in a row to come back with our buddy Steven on the brim, getting that 4K to really pull us through to the next round.
Oh, yeah.
And then quite a disheartening map 2 to lose 13-11, but then to bring it back in map 3 in the overtime. I mean, it's been a range of emotions tonight, but it's been great.
Well, you did.
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely incredible.
Like
Thank
how
you.
what are the comms like? You've been playing for 3 hours. Both these matches have gone like both teams going into double digits on the score. Like what are the comms like? How do you guys stay focused for so long in a situation
That
like
is
this?
a killer.
I mean,
situation.
we're really just trying to use that bye period to get our head where we want to be, sort of talk about how the round should go based on the last round. We're sort of looking at what Meat Gang is kind of doing, and sometimes we ended up even replicating some of their styles, or at least attempting to, and it ended up working out for us.
Yeah, well, it definitely seems that it worked out. Yeah.
Yeah, how did it feel changing roles so much, going from the Reyna to the Phoenix to the Reyna again?
It was good.
Overtime one more time.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, going in, I wasn't really sure what duelist I was gonna play, but we were practicing. I was playing some Phoenix, some Reyna, even some Neon, and figured that Reyna's probably gonna be the best bet on a lot of these CT heavy maps. But we got to Ascend, and I figured that the Phoenix Blaze with the updated flashes has got to be it.
Okay. Now, if you had to bring another one of your teammates up into this call right now to be an MVP, who would you bring up here? Who do you think deserves that sort of right-hand man spot?
Oh, it's gotta be Maestro, our boy Steven on the brim. I mean, fantastic performance from him tonight. Couldn't be more proud.
I think every single person on that team did their job better than anybody else so far in this tournament. Played every angle properly. Y'all did everything y'all could to come back from a 10-round deficit.
Yeah.
Y'all just played it beautifully and kept that mental there. Y'all did amazing.
Thank
with
you.
The amount of hours we spent commentating this game, I could feel the tension and the fatigue start to pile up round after round.
And thank you guys for putting this on and being up with us till 1:15 in the morning. But this has been great. It's so much fun.
Of course. I'm glad that you were having a great time. I am too, actually. But...
We're looking forward to Friday now.
You can see the Squirtle Squad versus the Teddingtons.
Yep. And final question before I let you go celebrate with your team. You've seen how all the other teams have played. I mean, potentially, I don't know if you've been watching the streams. Hopefully you are. But you've seen how all of them play. On the other side of bracket, you got Peaky Blinders versus Server Core. Which team do you think is gonna win in the end? And which one do you think which one would you rather face? And which one do you think you're gonna face?
Man, so we actually would sit down and watch the stream as a team most nights. That first night, Peaky Blinders and Hee 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 Ha was that one was a tough fought one. I know one of the games went to overtime. So I think Peaky Blinders have a chance, but Server Corps really knocked it out of the park with the 2-0. So I think both games would be good. I guess I'd have to say, hoping Peaky Blinders maybe gets on through, but Server Corps is in a great spot to take the win.
And then of course you have Squirtle Squad next. How are you feeling going into that next match on Friday?
Pretty good. We'll have a lot more practicing to do, maybe some VOD reviews, but they really also did a great job with that 2-0. We saw some really scary plays from them, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, y'all got a whole 48 hours ahead of y'all, so y'all better get to cranking.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I will go ahead and let you celebrate with your team.
Awesome.
Congratulations, you did fantastic today. The whole team, whole lobby, everyone was just playing amazingly for I got 1 a.m. Like, I couldn't do that for sure.
I would be.
It's been a long day.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming in for this interview. I'll let you go back now.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Take care.
You too.
Yeah.
And that was Big Zo with the Teddingtons, and the longest match, I assume. I don't know. I'll check back later. But an absolute nail-biter, a thriller, a roller coaster. Everything. Just all of those at once. And I think that'll do it.
100%.
That was beautifully played, and I am very, very excited for 2 days from now, where we get to see our boys, the Teddingtons, run it back and go up against the Squirtle Squad, the 2 hours from yesterday. And considering our game they had tonight, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be tough, but it's gonna be well fought either way.
I agree.
And hey, that's on
Don't forget.
Friday. But hey, everyone in chat, don't forget that tomorrow we have a game as well. Peaky Blinders versus Cervicore. We touched on that a little bit earlier. But 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Another game. The winner of that goes on to the grand finals on Saturday. So we got so much more Valorant here at the fmell's monthly melee.
Yep. And
Never
that'll
forget.
do it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night, everyone.
Cheers.